Now to Sharon Thorsland with the coach.
Well, Coach, back here at home, coming off a 3-game winning streak. I thought was really impressive with Derek Brown on Monday. Said there is no victory Monday. We still have work to do. What does that say about sort of the attitude, the mentality of this team right now?
That's exactly the type of focus that we want for our group, is that we look at each opportunity. We regard every single game as a championship opportunity, a chance for us to grow our football, to learn new lessons, to find new mistakes to make. And that happens by owning the things that you are, by owning the core of our systems in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams. And it's about building, it's about finding our best. And that's got to be the mentality that works. That works wherever you're at in your season, whatever your record might be. That mentality consistently works because it's about that daily growth, and it's about how can we get better and how can we find our best football collectively.
DB seems to certainly be getting better and better. Outstanding game last week with the 2 sacks, 3 batted down passes. J.C. Horn, too, with the 2 interceptions, including that key one in the 4th. What does it say about those guys? I mean, your leaders are really stepping up right now on and off the field.
I hope that the guys go out there with the passion and energy that we're looking for, the effort and enthusiasm, and also just to execute, right, to do your job. And they've done that consistently. Good things come to those who run. Derek is running all over the field, making unbelievable plays, really 2 unbelievable effort plays on quarterback scrambles to minimize what could have been big plays, not to mention the batted passes, the sacks, his effect in the run game. And then, of course, for JC, it's just about opportunities. He doesn't get a lot of opportunities, and to make the most out of them, to come up with the interceptions in critical times, one by the red zone, one at the end of the game to give us a chance to put it away. Unbelievable leadership by those guys.
Another guy looking for a big opportunity today, Andy Dalton, going to be out there in place of Bryce Young, who's dealing with that ankle injury, of course. How much confidence do you have in him? It seems like it should be a pretty seamless transition.
So much confidence, and from Andy, I just feel a lot of gratitude for the moment, for the opportunity at this point in your career. You don't know how long or how much you're going to be able to play, and to finish the game off for us last week was unbelievable, to get a critical 3rd down so that we can take a knee and end the game. And now to go into a game where you get to be a part of the full game plan prep, and there was some uncertainty with who was going to play, but I can feel the excitement. I can feel the just the gratitude of this moment to be able to play with the guys that he works with every single day. So I'm really excited for Andy.
Now, I know he started so many games for us last year. Do you have to change anything up for him, or are there things you do differently with him out there?
And that's the beauty of it, right? We just carry on our systems, and really that's my hope. My high hope is that Andy steps in there and just allows us to continue to improve our football in the different areas that we're seeking improvement. And he gives us a chance to do that, getting us to the right plays in the run game, getting the protection situated, and then continue to bring along a really talented skill group that's finding their way, that's finding an identity. So I'm really excited for Andy.
This running game certainly found an identity. Y'all are 3rd in the league now in rush offense. Chuba back last week, teamed up with Rico. You alternated series with them last week. What did you think about how that went? Do you anticipate doing that moving forward?
It was excellent. What I saw was 2 running backs fresh in the 4th quarter to finish the game running the ball with attitude, with the right energy. The couple of weeks before that, where Rico was carrying the load, late in the games, it's like we had to pull him out a little bit, and Trevor got a couple of carries late. And when you have 2 guys that you count on, that you can trust to execute anything we call, it just gives me a lot of comfort as a play caller to be able to call anything on the sheet. I don't have to do anything different.
With the run defense Buffalo has, they've been struggling a little bit this season to stop the run, 31st in the league, but they got some guys back who had been out injured. What do you see out of them overall as a defense?
A fantastic group playing hard together, great effort. They show up with physicality and violence. They take pride in that. This is a really disciplined group. They do their job the way it's supposed to be done. And I think this part of the season, the stats can get skewed a little bit. What I've seen from this group is a group that plays tough up front, and they rally up and shoulder the ball, and that's the secondary included. All those guys are involved in it, and that's what we can expect on Sunday.
Certainly nothing skewed, I think, with how they're running the ball. They have the top-ranked rushing attack in the league, James Cook, and, of course, the reigning MVP of Josh Allen back there. What do you see out of those 2? How do you try to slow them down?
First and foremost, it starts by stopping their core runs, and we have to be disciplined to be able to do that. They don't do a lot of misdirection. There's a little bit of it. They just block everything really well, and they got a special back. And James Cook can make things happen if we don't rally up and team tackle, and that's where it's got to start. And then the extension of that, of course, is the quarterback, and we know Josh Allen is going to try to create and make his plays, and we have to be disciplined about our rushes. We have to make sure we account for him really on every play.
What are you looking for from the crowd today and their support as this team goes for win number 4 at home?
Just great energy from start to finish. Let's get there early. Let's make sure that the players and the whole environment is right, that we can feel the pride. One of my high hopes is to just create a football team that this city can be proud of, for the Carolinas, that we can be proud of, and we're on our way, just continuing to chase great process. And we have some young emerging stars that I know that our fans are going to love here at Bank of America Stadium, that are continuing to just get better every week. That's my high hope, is that we all show together for 4 quarters, or however long it takes.
All right, good luck to you today, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Touchdown right side, touchdown, Carolina! This has been the Dave Canales Show on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Zone read, gives straight up the middle, touchdown, touchdown, Carolina!
The Carolina Panthers countdown to kickoff, presented by Bojangles, continues after this.
Bank of America proudly joins the Carolina Panthers and their fans in celebrating the unforgettable moments that unite us. From tailgates to touchdowns, each moment is special. Great games turn fans into family, and traditions create bonds far beyond the game. And that's why Keep Pounding is more than a rally cry. It's something that unites us. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Carolina Panthers.
If you want wellness wherever that's delivered with great website manner, try virtual primary care from Atrium Health. We handle well care, sick visits, and more. See our website.
Meet Sarah. For her women's health needs, her friend Elena recommended Atrium Health. For personalized, convenient care and 24/7 support, friends tell friends about our OBGYNs.
We're 15 minutes from game time in the NFL.
Pulls it in with his fingertips. Touchdown Panthers.
Get ready.
Looking for a workhorse mower that's sure to score every time? Then cut a deal on a Toro Time Master at STI Turf Care Equipment and have the best yard in the neighborhood. You'll save time cutting a wider path with the 30-inch deck and step away from your mower with no restarts with Blade Stop technology. Visit STI Turf Care Equipment at one of our 3 Charlotte locations or visit our website at turf-care.com. Leave more time for football with the Toro Time Master. Count on it. Count on STI Turf Care.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy plates, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the Carolina Panthers Countdown to Kickoff. Brought to you by Bojangles. A Bojangles family meal gives you more for your money. It's Bo time.
Panthers Chalk Talk. Brought to you by Smith Turf and Irrigation.
Special teams, we're getting honored. J.J. Jansen, we're talking with him this week. Big part of whatever happens on special teams with the Panthers. And last week it was Ryan Fitzgerald, the kicker. This week, your teammate Sam Martin, punter, as the NFC Special Teams Player of the Week. And these are 2 new teammates for you this season. What's it been like with the chemistry with you guys?
It's been fast chemistry. You know, Sam's been around for a long time. This is year 13 for him. I've played against him. We've talked. You know, it's the specialist barbecues in the off season. We've known each other for a long time, and he's got a great energy and demeanor. Tough shoes to fill with Johnny, and he came right in and did it. And he's his own personality, which is great. And then obviously we had the kicking competition this off season, so it's a little bit harder to get really close to anybody as they're competing, because you don't want to be seen as showing favoritism or any of those sorts of things. So, but Ryan's been great since he got here in April. He's been a diligent worker. He's fit right into the team. He and Sam have formed a close bond, as is very common with the holder and the kicker. And you know, I've been really proud of not only Ryan's performance, but also just how he's connected and related to all the guys in the locker room. I think that does a lot for the confidence of the team. Certainly does a lot for the confidence of the kicker. And again, you want your specialists to feel part of the team, and vice versa, because those guys are busting their butts for 60 minutes, and then you know all of a sudden you've got a punt or a field goal at the end of the game to win it, and we're trying not to mess it up. We're trying to do our job and send us home winners. And obviously Ryan 2 weeks ago did that, and Sam's punting, especially in the fourth quarter, had a big big part of the win last week in New York.
And for this room, I mean, here's you and Sam, mid-30s basically, and here's a young kid in his early 20s coming out of Florida State. So as far as what you guys talk about, are there social differences as opposed to having a bunch of veteran guys?
Well, I appreciate you putting me in my mid-30s. I'll hang on to that for a few more months here until I'm just all the way to 40. But yeah, we've introduced Ryan to a lot of late 90s, early 2000s punk rock, and we're certainly getting to know all the young people lingo from Ryan, and I'm learning how to work Instagram. Ryan has helped me a little bit with that. So yeah, there's some generational differences for sure, but I certainly feel like, as the old guy on the team, I feel like these guys are my peers. I know they look at me as a little bit older than them, but it's still a close bond. And again, we're bonding over golf and playing cards and ping pong and all those other good things, and just building team camaraderie.
Ryan, because you're standing here, what's it like putting up with these older guys and having to deal with their old ways?
Oh, it's been great. I mean, just so much wisdom, through all of the years they've been on this earth. And no, it's been great. They've taught me a lot, and kind of getting into their culture and what they grew up listening to music-wise and stuff. It's cool.
What's it like having a guy like JJ who's so reliable, snapping the ball for you guys, and just the chemistry of with you, with Sam, and everybody?
It gives me a lot of confidence, just knowing for however long he's done it, and then coming here and seeing it in person, and used to how he snaps the ball, and like you said, always reliable. It just gives me a lot of confidence.
All right, Ryan, you're released. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Don't hold you up too much. Back to JJ now. And hey, when you play Buffalo, that's a team that's always got a lot of familiarity, whether it be the front office with Brandon, the coaching staff, some of the players there as well. Is it kind of a friendly rivalry, I guess you would say, when you play the Bills?
Yeah, it's turned into that. I think every coordinator, and obviously Sean as the head coach, coached here at one point. Bobby Babb is their defensive coordinator. Joe Brady, obviously a different era of Panther football, but offensive coordinator. My old special teams coach, Chris Tabor, special teams coordinator, Brandon Bean. I mean, the list goes on and on. A lot of familiar faces. And for a long time, everyone was going up there. Now we're getting a little bit coming down. We're calling this the Sam Martin revenge game, where he's going to get back his buddies in Buffalo. He had 3 fantastic years there, and it's going to be a great game. It's a great competition. I think this is the right test for us at the right time. We've won 3 in a row. We beat some teams that we should beat. We've won some games that maybe we shouldn't have won because we fought back in the second half. So that's all how winning teams have to play. And now we get to test ourselves against one of the very best teams and players in Josh Allen and the entire league. And I think that's the right test at the right time for this group.
All right, looking forward to a big one at home. JJ, thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Ryan, thank you.
Panthers Chalk Talk, brought to you by Smith Turf and Irrigation. Visit us online at smithturf.com. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
99.7 The Fox is the proud home of the Carolina Panthers.
If you want wellness wherever that's delivered with great webside manner, try virtual primary care from Atrium Health. We handle well care, sick visits, and more. See our website.
Meet Sarah. For her women's health needs, her friend Elena recommended Atrium Health. For personalized, convenient care and 24/7 support, friends tell friends about our OBGYNs.
From humble beginnings right here in the Carolinas way back in 1926, Mount Olive Pickle Company has been a fan favorite. Now, with distribution in all 50 states, Mount Olive is the best-selling brand of pickles, peppers, and relish. For nearly 100 years, Mount Olive has been focused on quality and value. So, from the corner of Cucumber and Vine, Mount Olive Pickle says thank you to all of our loyal customers for your continued support, and go Panthers!
Join Panthers cornerback Mike Jackson and the Race Foundation for a free turkey giveaway this Thanksgiving season.
Looks right, throws right in, intercepted. Mike Jackson.
A drive-through giveaway of 500 turkeys will be set up on Saturday afternoon, November 8th at What's Next Ministry on Monroe Road in Charlotte. The free turkey giveaway begins at 1:30. No registration is needed, and it's first come, first served. Visit theracefoundation.org for more information.
Every child deserves a safe, loving home. At Thompson, they're leading the way in the Carolinas with prevention programs, mental health support, and foster care programs that change lives. From educating and helping parents heal to guiding children toward brighter futures, they're creating a community where hope and opportunities grow. Be part of the change. Visit thompsoncff.org to donate, volunteer, or start the process of becoming a foster parent today. Thompson, changing lives changes everything.
From the Fox Traffic Center, here's a Panthers game day traffic update.
The uptown congestion still slow here. Church Street, Tryon College, also South Boulevard a little slow, making your way into uptown Charlotte, as well as Mint and Tryon. Now the good news, 77 and 277 in good shape. Panthers taking on the Bills here in just a couple of minutes. I'm Tom Miner on 99.7 The Fox, Charlotte's home for the Carolina Panthers.
This is the Carolina Panthers countdown to kickoff, exclusively on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
It's time for Keys to the Game, brought to you by Bank of America, official bank of the Carolina Panthers. What would you like the power to do? Anish Shroff, Jake DeLome, Luke Kuechly. Jake, will start with you. The Panthers have the number 3 rushing offense. The Bills sandwiched near the very bottom in terms of rushing defense.
Yeah, it's very simple. I think we need to keep the Bills at the bottom of rushing defense. And if that's the case, then it's going to be a favorable day for the Panthers. We've got to run it, control the clock, stay ahead of the chains. And the reason being, keep Josh Allen on the sidelines. Do not let him get started. Do not let Cook get started. They've had some injuries on defense in Buffalo. This is not the biggest group. We are big up front. Let's lean on them as much as possible.
Andy, Andy Dalton gets the start for Bryce Young today. We don't expect a lot to change in terms of schematics offensively.
No, absolutely not. I think if anything changes, like Jake kind of talked about, I think the ball's going to get out a little bit quicker. I think Andy's going to love to play from within the pocket. I could see us being under center a lot, and I think some shots might happen. So I think for us to be efficient on the offensive side of the ball, like Jake said, keep Josh on the sideline. We do that by extending plays. And then for us, I think on the defensive side of the ball, we need to be really good in the red zone. I think Buffalo's going to have the capability to move the ball in the big field in between the 20s. But if we can tighten down in the red zone and force them to kick field goals, I like that. And then, hey, Josh Allen's a really good football player. He's unique. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. If anything, we need to keep him in the pocket. Once those legs of his get involved, life gets really hard. So I think keys for us, be efficient on offense, keep them off the field, be really good in the red zone, and just play Panther football.
Panther football of late has been winning football. Carolina's won 3 in a row. They've won 4 out of 5. And the Panthers are undefeated at home this season, looking to defend the layer yet again. A perfect 3-0 in home games. This is a big test, though. Buffalo with the Bills Mafia, the stadium already filling in, and you see a lot of red and blue. The Bills Mafia travels. We saw this, though, with Dallas, too, and the Panthers were able to send those Cowboy fans home unhappy. We will be back with the opening kick from Bank of America Stadium.
This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network, live from the Honda dealers of the Carolinas broadcast booth.
Hey Panthers fans, FanDuel's getting you ready for kickoff with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right, take a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the FanDuel app.
21 plus and present in North Carolina. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov.
Belk is a proud partner of the Carolina Panthers and your hometown favorite in the fashion game since 1888. With a legacy of treating customers like family and giving back to our communities, Belk is so much more than just a department store. Score game day gear from over 100 teams. Shop brands like Adidas, Nike, and Under Armour. And bring home the win with big deals and exclusive coupons. Shop Belk in-store at Belk.com and on the Belk app. Belk, in the game since 1888.
Can you see that Panthers game?
Oh, yeah. I saw the whole thing.
The squad looks promising.
Sure do. I'm seeing some talent.
They got some pieces for sure.
And they got no quit.
You said it. Oh, what's your name?
Oh, I'm Jake.
I'm Luke. Nice to meet you.
Keep pounding. Go Panthers.
Go Panthers.
Make a new friend based solely on their shirt choice. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, the official bank of the Carolina Panthers. Copyright 2025 Bank of America Corporation.
Deep drop, Brady Peppers
incoming, sack.
This Panthers moment is brought to you by Bojangles.
In 2023, Julius Peppers was inducted into the Panthers Hall of Honor.
Backs up, in trouble. Peppers gets him for a sack at the 29.
Peppers finished his career with the fourth most sacks in NFL history.
The snap to Hoyer, he backs up, passes the ball once, twice in trouble, bumped down, sacked at the 45-yard line.
He moved into second place all time in career passes defensed among defensive linemen, career forced fumbles, and career fumble recovery.
Has to get rid of the ball quickly. He's bumped, keeps his balance, bumped again, keeps his balance, and then tackled by Julius Peppers for a sack.
In 2024, Peppers was enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
This Panthers moment has been brought to you by Bojangles. A Bojangles family meal gives you more for your money. It's Bo time.
Russell under pressure, he's hit, and down he goes. Smith has to get rid of it. It's intercepted, picked off by Carolina. Cuts it back, weak side, into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Kickoff of today's game between the Panthers and Bills is only minutes away. Stay tuned. The Carolina Panthers countdown to kickoff will continue after this.
Belk is a proud partner of the Carolina Panthers and your hometown favorite in the fashion game since 1888. With a legacy of treating customers like family and giving back to our communities, Belk is so much more than just a department store. Score game day gear from over 100 teams. Shop brands like Adidas, Nike, and Under Armour, and bring home the win with big deals and exclusive coupons. Shop Belk in-store at Belk.com and on the Belk app. Belk, in the game since 1888.
We are getting ready to crown a champion.
The championship race is at hand. 4 final contenders line up in the desert.
Get it done.
Only one will be champion.
No prisoners.
A season-long quest boils down to a day. By nightfall, one driver will forever be etched in NASCAR history. The NASCAR Cup Series Championship brought to you by Coca-Cola at Phoenix, Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
The Whataburger Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back, and it's still bigger and better than any chicken sandwich out there. More chicken strips, more Monterey Jack cheese smothered in buffalo and ranch, all on a 5-inch bun. There's so much crispy, cheesy, saucy goodness, you may find yourself speechless when someone asks what's your favorite part. Not because you can't find the words. Just because it's hard to talk when your mouth's full with this much deliciousness. The Buffalo Ranch Chicken Strip Sandwich is back for a limited time. What a burger.
Charlotte's momentum has a name. UNC Charlotte, 32,000 students strong, ranked among the nation's top 75 public universities, recognized at the highest level for research, unmatched access to Fortune 500 companies, built for a top-tier city. This isn't typical higher ed. The difference is scale. The difference is momentum. The difference is Charlotte, UNC Charlotte.
This is JC Horn. Stay tuned. The game is next on the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Carolina Panthers football is brought to you by your Honda dealers of the Carolinas. Coke. Game day deserves the great taste of Coca-Cola because fan work is thirsty work. Bank of America. What would you like the power to do? NASCAR. For all the latest insights and storylines. And to find out when and where to watch, visit NASCAR.com. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
Panthers football is brought to you locally in Charlotte by Mount Olive, the official pickle of the Carolina Panthers. Atrium Health. At Atrium Health, we do more to keep you moving, achieving, striving at every age and stage so you can live fully. Harris Teeter, the official grocery store of your Carolina Panthers. Clutch Kitchen and Poorhouse, partner restaurant of the Carolina Panthers. 99.7 The Fox is the proud home of the Carolina Panthers and the greatest music ever recorded. 99.7 The Fox.
64 degrees, mostly cloudy on this Sunday afternoon here in late October at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The Panthers at 4-3. They have won 4 out of 5. They have won 3 straight, taking on the Buffalo Bills coming off a bye week. Buffalo has not lost after a bye under Sean McDermott, their head coach, the former defensive coordinator for the Carolina Panthers. Captains making their way out to midfield for Carolina. Derek Brown, J.J. Jansen out there, Chuba Hubbard, and the former Buffalo Bill, Sam Martin. And amongst the captains,
making their way out for Buffalo. A name very dear and familiar to Panther fans. He's wearing 45 for Buffalo. You'll see him at linebacker, 10 seasons with Carolina. Shaq Thompson, a first-round pick back in 2015. Prior to the game, Thompson made the rounds around the field, was getting dapped up by a lot of personnel, coaches, and former teammates. Let's listen to the coin toss. The referee today is Craig Rolstad.
Good afternoon, captains. I have an NFL coin. The head side is the Panther head. The tail side is the NFL shield. Buffalo, you're the visiting team. What is your call? Tails. Called tails? It is tails. You won the toss. You'd like to defer your choice to the second half. You'd like to receive. Which way you want to kick? Carolina will receive to start the ball game. Good luck, captains.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID. This is the Carolina Panthers Radio Network.
WRFX Kannapolis. This is 99.7 The Fox, Charlotte's classic rock. The proud home of the Carolina Panthers.
This is the National Football League, and these are the Carolina Panthers.
Complete! Touchdown right side! Touchdown Carolina! Ready and now!
Get ready.
Here comes the boys from the set.
It's game time in the NFL.
Catapults into the end zone! Touchdown Carolina!
And now, along with Jim Szoke, Jake Delhomme, Luke Kuechly, and Kristen Balboni, here's the play-by-play voice of the Carolina Panthers, Anish Shroff.
It feels big. It feels like something is happening in Charlotte. You can make the case this is the biggest and most anticipated home game for Carolina since back in 2021 when Cam Newton returned to play Washington here on this field. The Panthers will receive the opening kick. Buffalo will kick off left to right. Bills in their road jerseys, white helmets, white tops, blue pants. Panthers have those sleek black matte helmets, processed blue jerseys which pop with the black pants. Back deep for Carolina, Rico Dowdle to the far side, Trevor Etienne, the rookie, to the near side, and the veteran Matt Prater will kick it away for Buffalo. 41 years young. He was signed when Tyler Bass got injured. Prater waiting for the official signal. The Bills at 4-2. Back-to-back losses before their bye week. And again, the Panthers at 4-3. It's a matchup between two of the top rushing teams in the NFL. Buffalo first, Carolina third. Prater stands on the far hash. About 3 yards away from the ball, approaches, swings the leg, drives it toward Dowdle, who makes the catch on the far side too. Cuts it up across the 10. He's got the 20, 25, breaks a tackle at the 30, and then gets swallowed up at the 31-yard line. Andy Dalton leads this Panther offense out on the field as we check in with Kristen Balboni.
Yeah, that's right, Anish. I was talking to Dave Canales earlier, and he said he's excited for Andy Dalton to have this opportunity. He also credits him with really two of the breakout rookie receivers' biggest moments last year. Xavier Legette, we know they have a strong connection. We saw it last week when Andy Dalton came in. He also said Jalen Cooker made the roster because of the connection that he had with Andy Dalton in the practice squad. So we could see a lot of those two guys.
It's a red rifle from his own 31-yard line. Pistol set. Chuba Hubbard begins the game at running back. Damian Lewis back at left guard. On first down, an inside handoff to Hubbard, who veers inside his right tackle and gets to the 34-yard line, a gain of 3. Second down and 7. Panthers. Offensive line, Damian Lewis back at left guard, Cade Mays at center, Brady Christian.
Play, and credit Buffalo's defense. They did a great job of setting the edge. You called it. Dorian Williams set the edge, and they just kind of stretched.
The NFL passing down on 3rd and 5. Dalton from the gun takes the snap in the pocket, steps up and thrown down by Ed Oliver back at the 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's a miscommunication right there between Brady Christensen and Cade Mays. You saw them look at each other right away. They let him come scot-free. Buffalo kind of stood up 4 out of the 5 guys, and they only rushed 4 with Shaq tracking the back, and we just didn't block Ed Oliver. And if any guy you want to block for them, it's certainly Ed Oliver. That's unfortunate. Not the way we wanted to start.
3-and-outs have been rare for Carolina, second lowest 3-and-out rate in the NFL behind Indianapolis. So the Panthers will punt. Khalil Shakir waits at the 21-yard line. The former Bills, Sam Martin, set to kick it away. Martin catches the snap, drives one to the far side, 22.
The all-new Honda lineup. Visit your Upstate Honda dealer today. So Josh Allen brings the offense out here as they will get, they just respotted the ball. It's now out to the 24-yard line where I saw him go out of bounds. I thought I was seeing things. So 1st and 10 at the 24. Cook the lone setback, Allen under center, 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Pitch play left to Cook, and there's a hole. He runs right through it, 30, 35, and he's out to the 37-yard line. It's a for James Cook as the Shatkin first down is presented by Dr. Todd Shatkin and the Aesthetic Associates Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery.
Through 7 weeks of the season, this Bills offense leads the league in rushing yards per game. They give it to Cook on a pitch play on the first play of the game, able to get enough for the first down.
Officially a 12-yard gain as they mark him down at the 36. Allen in the shotgun, empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. Quick hitter to Shakir on a tunnel screen, working behind blockers, but there's a lot of traffic as he's wrapped up and dropped at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, and on that first play of the game, offensively for the Bills, it was Tyrell Shavers getting the starting wide receiver. The reason? He's a good blocker. They kept him in tight. He had a real nice seal block right there for James Cook.
So 2nd and 8 coming up after the 2-yard gain by Shakir on the tunnel screen.
36, Allen in the shotgun.
And it looks like the Bills are going to go 11 personnel here. Kincaid, the lone tight end. Cook to the right of Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left with Kincaid. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Allen looking left. Looks underneath for Kincaid, who's leveled by Roseboom, and it's incomplete. Pass was a little off the mark.
Yeah, Josh led him, and Kincaid geared down, and then Kincaid gets leveled, and Bills are lucky that ball didn't get picked off. After Kincaid was hit, that ball popped up into the air, but falls innocently to the turf. Bills are going to face a 3rd and 8 here. The Bills 11th in the league on 3rd downs. This Panthers defense 22nd in the league.
Coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Allen in the shotgun. 3 receivers left. Kincaid on the right, and Ty Johnson to the left of Allen in the backfield. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Another quick hitter to Shakir. Blockers in front. He has the first down, and he's out to midfield. First down, Buffalo. As the tunnel screen works on the left side that time. Dion Dawkins got out in front to block.
Yeah, great block by Dion there. The Bills saw that the Panthers had everybody loaded up inside the box, and so they kick it to the outside to Shakir. That's about as easy of a 3rd and 8 as you'll see on a screen.
Trying to bring it in. It's going to bring up
1st and 10 for Buffalo as they're just over the midfield stripe into Carolina territory. 2 tight ends set here. Cook the lone setback. Allen under center. Here's motion left to right by Knox. Pitch play left to Cook. Working through the hole, has another first down, and he's up the sideline and out of bounds as he's knocked over the sideline there at the 38-yard line. So it's a gain of 11 and another first down on 1st and 10.
The strength of this Panthers defensive front is their interior defensive line. So by running these pitch plays, you're essentially taking Derek Brown and those really great defensive tackles for the Panthers out of the play.
Yeah, Bobby Brown, one of their defensive tackles, goes 335, getting him on the move. He doesn't want to cover that kind of ground. Allen under center here, motion right to left by Moore. Another handoff to Cook, cuts it back up the middle, gets tripped up. He could have had a lot more, but got tripped up on the foot of one of the linebackers and is down at the 32-yard line. So that'll bring up 2nd and 4 after a gain of 6.
Bills run inside zone to the left there. There's great push on the inside. That right side of Osiris Torrance and Spencer Brown collapsed the left side of the Carolina Panthers defensive line.
Allen in the shotgun here with Cook to his right. 2 receivers to the right. That's Shakir and Coleman. 1 to the left is Samuel. Play clock down to 7. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Cook. Going to bounce it outside. He's got the first down, lowers the shoulder, and drives the defender over the sideline. Tackle made there by J.C. Horn, but it's another first down for Buffalo by using the ground game.
Yeah, they're making it look easy right now. This Carolina defense, 8th in the NFL in rush defense, but the Bills gashing them so far on the ground. James Cook averaging 9.7 yards per carry.
Bills still on their opening drive as we're up under 9 minutes left in the first quarter, no score. But the Bills now deep into Carolina territory. 1st and 10 at the 24. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. It's another pitch play. This one to Ty Johnson. And they've got it wrapped up this time as Joe Brady went to the well one too many times. That went for no gain. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Carolina was waiting on that one. And James Cook off the field. He's gotten a lot of reps early in this one, giving him a breather. Ty Johnson unable to find the crease there.
Ray Davis checks in for Buffalo here as it's 2nd and 10 at the 24. Still scoreless here with 8:17 and counting opening quarter. Davis going to line up to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Kincaid on the right side with Shavers. 2 receivers to the left, Moore and Shakir. Play clock down to 3. Orbit motion from Shakir. Fakes the handoff, fakes the throw. Looking down the seam, nobody. Backside looking for Davis, and it's incomplete as Allen's throw was off the mark.
Off the orbit motion, they faked like they were going to run the swing screen to Shakir. Carolina's defense stayed disciplined off of the fake screen. Josh was looking to take a shot in the end zone, ended up having to check it down to Ray Davis, who's unable to come up with the catch.
So 3rd and 10 now as Buffalo finds itself in a long down and distance situation for the first time since 3rd and 8 earlier in the drive. Bill's going to go empty set here. 2 to the left, 3 to the right. Allen in the shotgun as Carolina is showing blitz. Here's the snap, back to pass, and the blitz is there, and Allen's wrapped up and dropped for the sack by Trevin Wallace, the linebacker. And that was immediate. He came clean, Eric.
Yeah, unblocked on the play. Confusion up front. Miscommunication between Josh Allen and the offensive line. So Wallace comes completely free. Similar to Ed Oliver's sack on Carolina's first 3rd down. Wallace comes free for the sack.
This 45-yard field goal attempt brought to you by Univera Healthcare right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. This one going to be from dead center for Prater. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick on the way and long enough, and it is good. So with 7:14 left in the opening quarter, the Bills get points on their opening drive. They now lead 3-0. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
When it's game time on the job site, Skyworks Equipment Rental is your MVP. From aerial lifts to concrete gear, telehandlers, forklifts, and more, Skyworks brings the heavy equipment playbook to keep your project driving forward. With locations across the Northeast, Midwest, and Southeast, and delivering nationwide, Skyworks has the power and the precision to score big for your crew. Rent it, buy it, or service your own with our factory-trained technicians. Visit SkyworksLLC.com today. Skyworks, building America from the ground up.
There's plenty to stress out about right now, and sometimes it feels easier to ignore it and keep going.
But Be Well can help you manage your stress and start working through the stuff no one talks about that makes you human. Build the skills you need to get through tough experiences and be more resilient all on your own time. There's no wrong way to do it. It's your wellness, your way. Start where you are at bewell.ny.gov. A message from the New York State Office of Mental Health.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By New Era Cap, the official cap of Josh Allen and the NFL.
By Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Bills fans.
By FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
And by New York State Office of Mental Health. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support from trained counselors.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Follow a 3-and-out from their defense with a nice drive on offense. Ultimately ends in a field goal. The Toyota drive time was 11 plays, 49 yards, 5 minutes and 31 seconds. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. 3-0 Bills on the board first, thanks to Matt Prater.
And that Dynabrade Tools first strike of the game is powered by Dynabrade Tools, inspired in Buffalo, built by Wins. Chuba Hubbard and Trevor Etienne deep to return for the Panthers after that field goal drive by the Bills. Bills came into this game leading the league in points scored on their opening drive with 35. They add 3 more to their tally with the field goal drive to open the game.
It was a solid first possession for the Bills. James Cook, 3 carries on that drive for 29 yards. I expect them to lean into James Cook as the game goes on. I also expect them to let Josh Allen loose a little bit more than we saw on that first possession.
Prater is set to kick this one away, and it's up and away. And it's headed towards Chuba Hubbard at the 2-yard line. Coming up the far sideline, 15, 20. Cuts it back, 25, and is wrapped up by a sea of Bills coverage players at the 28-yard line. Joe Andreessen and Dorian Williams look to be in there first. And that's where the Carolina offense will get started as we're coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
It was an excellent opening possession for this Bills defense. They were able to stop the run, force Carolina into 3rd and long, and able to get the sack with Ed Oliver.
Dowdle into the game and running back. He's to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. And now Dowdle flares out to the right. Here's the snap. Dalton back to pass, looking over the middle, complete to McMillan, who gets away from Bishop. Bishop catches him from behind, but not before he's got a first down and a 12-yard gain. Out to the 41.
McMillan's been a bright spot for this offense. He's over 400 yards receiving on the season. In his rookie year, he was drafted 8th overall by the Panthers.
And talking to people who cover the Panthers, he is unquestionably their number 1 wideout in this offense. Bunch formation right, pistol look from the Panthers. It's a handoff, though, to Dowdle. Threw a hole up the middle, but corralled and dropped by Jordan Poyer, but not before a 5-yard gain. That'll set up 2nd and 5 as he's out to the 46.
Dowdle's been dynamic. When Chuba Hubbard was out with injury twice, Rico Dowdle went over 200 yards from scrimmage, which is rare in the NFL. Right now, we're seeing the first base defense look for the Bills. It's Joe Andreessen coming in to replace Taron Johnson.
3 tight ends set. That's why the base defense is on the field. Dalton under center. Here on 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Pressure coming from Dorian Williams. Flag on the play. It's incomplete as Max Hairston was in coverage on Bryson Tremaine, but he's going to get called for defensive holding.
And on the play, I thought that was offensive holding. It looked like Dorian Williams coming scot-free.
Defense, number 21. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
I'm not sure how that's not offsetting penalties. Dorian Williams came on a run blitz, ends up adding on when he sees play action, and he came free on the play. He's held, and instead it's going to be First down, Carolina at the Bills' 49-yard line.
Yeah, the holding was on Poyer near the line of scrimmage. Two tight end set here for Carolina. 1st and 10 from the 49. Handoff goes to Dowdle, cuts it through a hole on the left side, but is upended by Bishop, who filled the hole nicely, but not before a 5-yard gain. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, two things. Number one, guys, you just mentioned it, Chris. You called Max Harrison's name. He is playing. He is on the field for the second drive opposite Christian Benford. The first snap of this series caught Andy Dalton by surprise. It goes what's back to you say sometimes, Eric. New quarterback, new cadence. Let's watch for that today.
Dowdle to the left of Dalton in the shotgun bunch formation right. And now coming in motion is Coker right to left. 2nd and 5. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to his left. Pressure coming. Has to get rid of it down the sideline. And he throws it out of bounds as Coker was blanketed by Hairston on the near sideline. Incomplete. Deion Walker providing the quarterback pressure.
It was excellent coverage by Max Hairston. Max Hairston, 5'11", going up against the 6'3" Coker. They put him in press man on the outside. Completely blanketed him. Gave Andy Dalton nowhere to go with the football.
So that's going to bring up 3rd and 5 here at the Buffalo 44. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Dowdle to the left of Dalton in the shotgun. Crowd getting loud here, the Bills fans are. Handoff to Dowdle through a hole, breaks a tackle, and he's into the secondary. Dragged down by Jordan Hancock, but a big first down by the Panthers, and that's the breakaway ability by Dowdle, 24 yards, Eric.
Yeah, Bills expecting pass there on 3rd and medium, and they're able to gash them up the middle. And Rico Dowdle, when he gets to that second level, he can get out there like a shot. Great job there by Hancock to be able to bring him down in the open field.
Dowdle leads the NFL with 5.6 yards per carry. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Here's the snap, direct snap to Dowdle, who's going to keep it, but he's bottled up right in the middle there. Michael Hoyt and Deion Walker had him dead to rights along with Ed Oliver as they stop him for no gain, maybe a loss of 1. Actually, a loss of 2. Back to the 22-yard line.
Haven't seen much wildcat formation from the Panthers this year, but they tried as they enter the red zone there. The Bills keen to it, able to stop them for a 2-yard loss.
So 2nd and 12 here. Dalton going to operate from the shotgun. Hubbard to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right here. And now McMillan comes in motion to the left side to set up trips left. 2nd and 12. Here's the snap. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Has time, looks right, pumps. Now tucks it and runs. And he's caught from behind. Ball is out. Christian Benford scoops it up. And he's coming the other way for Buffalo. Tackled at the 17-yard line. Big forced fumble there on Andy Dalton. And Buffalo's got the football.
Andy Dalton, not much of a runner, scrambles outside the pocket, goes to take off, and he's stripped from behind. The Bills come up with the early turnover.
3:40 left in the opening quarter. Bills up 3-0, and they have possession. This is Buffalo Bills football.
At Kaleida Health, there's no off-season. We train. We fight. We win. We celebrate. Because every day is game day. And here, care runs deep. Learn more about our role as the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills at KaleidaGameDay.com. Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
Sal Capaccio here from my friends at Northtown Automotive. Northtown is growing with 3 new state-of-the-art dealerships. Experience the brand new Northtown Volkswagen now open in Amherst, or step into luxury at the all-new Genesis of Buffalo on Main Street in Williamsville. And coming later this year, their second Northtown Subaru dealership in the Cheektowaga, Lancaster area. 3 new reasons to choose Northtown. Find whatever you're looking for anytime at NorthtownAuto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6481. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6481. That's 800-575-6481. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
I think anybody listening to this broadcast who lives in Western New York has a friend or family member that moved to Charlotte, North Carolina in the last 25 years. They call it Buffalo South, and it is representing today here at Bank of America Stadium. Holy cow, guys. That last 3rd and 5, and then the fumble recovery by the Bills as well. This stadium sounded like a home game for the Bills. It's crazy to see the red, white, and blue. That is your Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts, choose Stellar Roofing Siding and Windows.
Yeah, Eric, I thought it was going to be 50-50. It might be better than that. It might be 60% Bills fans in here.
You're right. There's red, white, and blue covering this stadium.
After the turnover and forced fumble by Greg Rousseau, Bills have the football at their own 17. Allen under center. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Handoff to Cook. Working through a big hole up the middle. And he's out to the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 6 and 2nd and 4. Trevin Wallace on the stop.
The way the Bills are running the football right now, I expect them to start leaning in to some play action. The Carolina Panthers are going to have to devote more bodies up towards the line of scrimmage because right now James Cook is gashing them.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 3:12 and counting left in this opening quarter. Bills up 3-0, and they've got the football after a turnover in the red zone. 2 tight end set. Offset eye, Cook the deep setback. Here's the snap, another pitch to the right for Cook. Through another hole, and he's up the sideline, 40, 45, and he's shoved out of bounds by Wallace. But it's another big run for James Cook, who's cooking early, 22 yards.
You go into the bye week, you do some self-scouting, you say you're going to lean into your strengths. Well, so far, they're leaning into James Cook, who's up to 5 carries for 44 yards. He's averaging 8.8 per carry right now, as dynamic as it gets at the running back position.
So it's 1st and 10 at the 47. I think James might be a little motivated after hearing all the Rico Dowdle talk this week. He's the lone setback here on a 2 tight end set. Allen under center, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action. Looking over the middle, and it's incomplete. Coleman was open, but Allen missed him. I don't know if Coleman was supposed to sit down or continue the route there, Eric.
Yeah, Coleman and Kincaid both in the same area there. I'm not even sure who that one was to. One of the two of them was supposed to sit in the open area in the zone coverage. Expect the Bills to get to that play action as well as they ran the football. Not successful there.
Ray Davis into the game. He's to the right of Allen in the shotgun. Samuel in motion left to right. 2 receivers left. 2nd and 10. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. Trying to go underneath. And it's knocked away by Jackson. Intended for Coleman. It's an example of where you want your receiver to come back to the football, Eric.
Yeah, he sat in the zone coverage and allowed Jackson to break on the football and get between them. Nice pass breakup there by Jackson. He's been the weakness in their secondary. The Bills go after him, and right there he makes them pay. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Bills. They're 1 for 2 today on 3rd down.
Ty Johnson flared out to the right in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Samuel and Kincaid on the right. Play clock down to 3. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Has time. Throws. And it's complete to Kincaid. Deep over the middle. And down to the 29-yard line. Into Carolina territory. Another big 3rd down conversion. This one goes for 24.
Great protection there by the offensive line. Giving Josh Allen plenty of time to scan the field. Man-to-man coverage by the Panthers there. He was working one-on-one against Merrick on a crossing route. Great throw and catch there, Allen to Kincaid.
It's officially marked down at the 30-yard line where the Bills have it 1st and 10. Cook in the backfield. Gilliam on the right wing. Receiver to each side. Here's the snap. Pitch play left. Lead block from Gilliam, who kicks it out And Cook is down to the 25, maybe the 24-yard line. Yes, the 24. That's going to be another gain of 6. He is ripping off 6-yard runs as easy as you can imagine.
And that's the 5th toss play in the run game that we've seen from the Bills. They have a lot of respect for the interior of this Carolina defense. They're testing the perimeter, and it's been successful so far.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 4 here as we're under a minute left in this opening quarter. Bills on the move again. Cook the lone setback. Receiver to each side. Again, Gilliam on the wing. Movement to the left. They fake the handoff. Pumps. Under pressure. Allen rolling right. Fires near sideline. And it's complete. Elijah Moore makes the catch. And it's good for another first down. Pressure coming from the former Bill, Boogie Basham, as the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this.
Bills are going to get right back on the football. They want to keep this defensive personnel in for the Panthers.
Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Allen going to keep it. No, they blow the whistle because Dave Canales challenged the play. They don't think Elijah Moore got 2 feet down on the reception.
I wasn't sure he got 2 feet down. I was also concerned that he went out of bounds before the catch, which is not reviewable. But they're going to challenge this one. We're waiting to see a replay here in the booth. Unable to see it yet.
Carolina is challenged on the ruling of the field of a completed catch.
So we'll see what happens there. Hey, fans, if you're ever in a car crash, you've got to call the Barnes firm at 1-800-8-MILLION. Our hometown attorneys will fight to help you get the best result possible. And remember, drive safely. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Bills fans, the new Highmark Stadium will be unlike anything we've seen before. It's football first, fan-focused, and you, Bills Mafia, will make it louder than any other. New stadium seat selection is now open to Priority List members. Join the Priority List today by visiting buffalobills.com/priority list and placing a seat deposit. Be there for every unforgettable moment of Bills football. Learn more and join the new stadium Priority List today at buffalobills.com/priority list.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
What if college didn't mean leaving your faith behind? At Houghton University, your relationship with Jesus isn't just welcome. It's the foundation to everything you'll do. Here, you'll grow in your faith as you prepare for your future. Whether you're headed for med school, the classroom, the boardroom, or anywhere else God calls you, Houghton will prepare you to live boldly for Christ. Live fearlessly at houghton.edu. That's houghton.edu.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-hey. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Presented by FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Couple games we're keeping an eye on in the NFL going on right now. The Cleveland Browns have an early 7-3 lead over the New England Patriots. The Miami Dolphins lead the Atlanta Falcons 7-0. The Bengals have a lead 10-0 over the New York Jets, and it's 7-7 in Philly between the Giants and the Eagles. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
So after that reception by Moore is brought back, it's now 3rd and 4 at the 24. Allen under center, Cook the lone setback. Here's some motion left to right by Moore. Pitch play left. Cook breaks a tackle, and he's got the first down as he's down to the 18-yard line. Some hard-fought yards there by James Cook.
Yeah, 3rd and 3. I think that was 4-down territory. You had plenty of time to think about it. Sean McDermott and Joe Brady likely talking on the headset saying, hey, you have 2 plays here, Joe. And so Joe dials up the pitch play again. And James Cook now 8 carries for 80 yards on the game.
And we're 15 seconds away from the first quarter coming to a conclusion. That's a heck of a start for the Bills feature back. High formation here with Gilliam and Cook. Allen under center on 1st and 10. Let's see if they get the playoff. They do before the end of the quarter. It's another handoff to Cook. Going to bounce it outside, but he's ankle tackled by Christian Roseboom, and it goes for no gain as the first quarter comes to a close. Time to make a switch to the second quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to northwest.com, Northwest Bank, for what's next. 3-0 Buffalo, and the Bills are driving. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
By Northtown Automotive. Get a Northtown Engine Shield engine warranty on virtually every new and used Northtown vehicle.
By Excelsior Orthopedics Express. Sideline with a sprain, strain, or break? Get to Excelsior Orthopedics Express.
And by United Healthcare. Find out more about our community plans at uhcommunityplanbuffalo.com.
I'm Scott Hansen, host of NFL Red Zone. Lowe's knows Sundays hit different when you earn them. We've got you covered with outdoor power equipment from Cobalt and everything you need to weatherproof your deck with Trex decking. Plus, with lawn care from Scott's and, of course, Pit Boss grills and accessories, you can get a home field advantage all season long. So get to Lowe's, get it done, and earn your Sunday. Lowe's, official partner of the NFL.
Let me tell you about this new pretzel cheddar club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. It takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Order the Pretzel Cheddar Club with cherry berry and Sprite for a limited time on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Every morning, we rise and shine, make breakfast, and brush away the night's rest. These routines help us start the day off right. Nature-Made vitamins are a simple step in that daily care regimen. Multivitamins with daily essentials, clinically studied probiotics for gut health support, magnesium to help relax the body. Nature-Made is made to care for you every day. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back here in Charlotte, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Bills with the football in a 2nd and 11 situation at the Carolina 19, up 3-0. Allen in the shotgun, Ty Johnson to his right. 3 receivers left, the tight end Kincaid to the right. Shakir in motion left to right, here's the snap. Flag flies as it's going to be a false start. Deion Dawkins may have left a hair early.
False start, offense, number 73, 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So that's going to make it 2nd and 16 as the Bills are headed the wrong direction here once they crack the red zone.
Second penalty of the game for the Bills. They've struggled with penalties on this 2-game losing streak. Sean McDermott looking for a better disciplined effort here today in Carolina.
3 receivers left. Knox on the right side. Johnson to the right of Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 16 at the 24. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Allen going to roll to his left. Now doubles back to his right. Through a gap on the right side. Fires, and it's complete to Dawson Knox at the 10. Fighting for extra yardage, and he may have the first down. It might be exactly a 16-yard gain that could move the sticks. Now they're gonna say he's short. He's about 6 inches short. So it's 3rd and inches here as Allen gets under center, and it's a sneak over the left side, and he's got it. Down to the 8, and a late flag comes in. And it's against the Bills.
And that was an easy first down on the QB sneak. Instead, this one's going to come
Illegal
back.
formation, offense. Buffalo did not have an eligible receiver on the end of the line of scrimmage. It's a 5-yard penalty, still 3rd down.
And that's the discipline you need. When you get in hurry-up offense, everybody's got to get aligned quickly and correctly. Bills unable to do that there, and it costs them. So instead of 1st and goal inside the 10-yard line, now the ball's at the 14, and you're sitting at a 3rd and 6.
So once again, the Bills have to try to overcome their own error. Allen in the shotgun, Johnson to his right. 3 receivers left, counting the tight end Kincaid, 1 to the right. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Allen pumps. Now looks. Has to get away from pressure. Rolls to his left. Still under pressure. Nobody open. Allen doubling back. And he's brought down at the 30-yard line by Nick Scorton and Sean Robinson as a promising drive blows up for the Bills.
Because of penalties. And that's where the Bills have got to be more disciplined. What likely ends in a touchdown drive for the Bills now is going to be a 48-yard field goal attempt because of an illegal formation.
The other you see for Kansas City.
So the Bills with some more self-inflicted wounds. This 48-yard field goal attempt brought to you by Univeric Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams on and off the field. And there's movement up on the line. Did Carolina jump first, or was it Buffalo?
Encroachment, defense, number 99, 5-yard penalty, still 4th down.
So that'll make it 4th and 17, and it will make it a 43-yard attempt for Prater from the left hash here.
I'm not sure what Deshaun Wharton was doing there. Bills barely had gotten set. I don't know if he thought it was going to be a quick count or what, but he jumped into the right side of the Bills field goal unit.
Snap by Ferguson, hold by Wisnowski, kick by Prater is long enough, and it is good. So 13:03 left in this first half, and the Bills are now up 6-0. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network. Hey, Bills Mafia. There is no better time than right here, right now, to become a season ticket member in the new Highmark Stadium. Seat selection is now open to new stadium priority list members. To join the priority list, visit buffalobills.com/priority list and place a seat deposit. Don't miss your chance to be part of Bills history in our new home. Learn more at buffalobills.com/priority list.
It's a game-changing move in the world of accounting and advisory. Freed Maxick has joined forces with Witham, the 22nd largest public accounting and advisory firm in the nation. We're powering up performance with a shared vision to deliver even greater value to our clients in Western and Upstate New York. Experience the transformative power of Witham plus you. That's the power in the plus. Visit witham.com/New York to learn more.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Insurance. Financial services. Now when I say nationwide, you say is both. Nationwide. Is both. Nationwide. Is both. For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio. Paid actors represent actual clients.
After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
My case was worth $800,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 Grinder, 500 Pearl.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
A field goal from Mr. Consistency, Matt Prater, after a Toyota drive time of 12 plays, 58 yards, 5 minutes and 37 seconds. All that driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, the Bills have now had an 11-play drive and a 12-play drive, but only resulting in field goals. They want to make sure they punch one in the end zone here.
No question about it. Hard not to think the Bills feel they should have come away with more on their first 2 drives, but it's a 6-0 lead for Buffalo as Prater sets to kick this one away. Rico Dowdle and Trevor Etienne deep to return for the Panthers. 13:03 left in the half. Prater kicks it up and away. And it's going to reach the end zone where Etienne is all too happy to take a knee. And Prater is not happy with that, as it will give the Panthers a drive start at their own 35. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, we know about Shaq Thompson's return to Carolina and Sean McDermott and Brandon Beam. How about Dan Morgan, general manager for the Carolina Panthers? Spent, obviously, time in Buffalo in the front office with Brandon Bean. Really groomed his front office skills in Buffalo after moving on from Seattle. Saw him on the field beforehand, talking with a lot of the people with the Buffalo Bills. Great to see Dan Morgan doing a really nice job here through 7 games this year with the Carolina Panthers. That's your Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts, your Stellar Roofing Sideline and Windows.
1st and 10 for Carolina. Dalton under center in this 2 tight end set. Fakes the handoff to Hubbard. Play action. Looking deep down the left sideline for McMillan, and he's got him. Complete at the 49-yard line into Buffalo territory as he's forced over the sideline by Bishop and Poyer.
The Panthers have been testing this Bills defense on the ground on first down, so they go to the play action there. One-on-one on the outside, McMillan versus Bishop. That's a matchup that Dalton's going to attack.
18-yard pass play. Take your life back with Catholic Health Joint Centers, nationally recognized for faster recovery and better outcomes. Dalton back under center, receiver to each side. Handoff going to go to Hubbard. Up the middle and dragging defenders with him down to the 43-yard line.
Out of bounds.
So it's a gain of 4 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 6.
This Bills defense has done a nice job early on in this game on the ground. The only big run the Panthers hit was on a 3rd down run where they were caught off guard.
Epinesa on that tackle. As it's 2nd and 6 now with 12 minutes left and counting in this first half. Bills up 6-0. Dalton under center, quick snap, back to pass, quick hitter out in the left flat, complete to the tight end Tremble, but he's forced over the sideline by Andreessen. Out of bounds at the Buffalo 39, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Carolina 1 for 2 on 3rd down here today. 3rd and 2 coming up for Carolina at the Bills' 39.5-yard line. I'd expect this to be 4-down territory. The Bills are going to have to get 2 stops here.
Hubbard to the left of Dalton in the shotgun as the crowd, the Bills fans, trying to get loud here. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, and now Schubert splits out wide to the left as well in a stack. Here's the snap, Dalton back to pass, and it's complete to Coker, who's got a first down at the Buffalo 34-yard line, tackled by Taron Johnson as the sticks will move for Carolina.
The pass rush was closing in on Dalton, but Coker on the outside able to get separation. Man-to-man defense by the Bills. Taron Johnson gives up the first down there.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. 1st and 10 for Carolina from the Buffalo 33. Single tight end look here. 2 receivers left, and now Jimmy Horn, the speed demon, sets up in a pistol behind Dalton. Now flares out, and it's a throw in the left flat to Horn. Gets through 2 defenders and picks up 8 yards on the play. He is their speed demon, as everybody else is just a big hulking receiver. He's only 5'8", 174, but he can fly.
The Bills ran a blitz off the right side of Carolina's offense. They throw the screen out to the left. Timely play call there by Canales.
2 tight end set here for Carolina. Tremble splits out wide to the left. Now comes in tight to the formation. Hubbard the lone setback with Dalton under center on 2nd and 3. Handoff to Hubbard through a big hole on the left side. Spins out of a tackle, and he's got a first down to the 18-yard line. Flag comes in late, and that's probably going to be on Buffalo, and he'll move it further down the field. Oh, no, it's on Carolina.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold. It's going to come back. Carolina was pointing like that was going to be against the Bills, but the Bills are going to be a beneficiary of penalty here.
Offense, number 17. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay. 2nd down.
That's the receiver, Leggett, who's called for the holding, and that'll back him up 10 yards, and Carolina was rolling there. That one hurts.
That does. You got a 2nd and 2. You hand the ball off, and you got a big hole on the outside. Tre'Davious White draws the holding penalty on the outside.
So it's now 2nd and 10 for Carolina. Dalton in the shotgun, Hubbard to his left. Here's the snap. Handoff to Hubbard, looking to work up the middle, and he is wrapped up and dragged down by Dorian Williams. Taron Johnson was in on the tackle as well. Minimal gain.
Bills are going to bring in their dime defense. Jordan Porter's going to go off the field. Jordan Hancock coming in, as well as Cam Lewis.
So he's marked down at the 30-yard line. Bring up 3rd and 6 with 9:20 and counting in this first half. Bills up 6-0. Hubbard to the left of Dalton in the shotgun. Bills fans trying to get loud again here on 3rd and 6. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Here's the snap. 4-man rush. Dalton down the right side and just out of the reach of Jimmy Horn. Taron Johnson was in coverage. It's incomplete. And the field goal unit will come on for Carolina.
Similar to the Bills' last drive, penalty backs them up, puts them into a 3rd and long after a stop on the run play. Bills able to get a timely stop there to force the field goal attempt here. Nice pass rush again. Michael Hoyt coming in that dime defense, I believe, is creating some nice matchups up front.
Rookie kicker Pat Fitzgerald on for a 48-yard attempt from the left hash. 12 of 13 on the season. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is long enough, and it is good. 8:58 left in the half, and the Panthers have cut Buffalo's lead in half. It is now 6-3 Buffalo. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast proudly presented by Northtown Kia, Western New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop at northtownkia.com. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Dash's Market, serving Western New Yorkers for over 100 years. Shop the family of finer foods.
By Firth Jewelers. For all the moments in your life, go forth to Firth.
By the UPS Store. Be unstoppable.
By TRS Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Excellence. Powering tomorrow, comforting today.
And by Relax Honda. Relax. We got this.
In Western New York, we get to the game no matter what. That means an all-wheel drive SUV you can count on, and that means Honda. And right now, your Upstate Honda dealer has outstanding deals on Honda's all-star lineup, including MVPs like CR-V, HR-V, and the Honda Pilot. And right here, right now, there's never been a better time to get a great deal on an award-winning Honda SUV. For deals and details, visit upstate.hondadealers.com today.
At the UPS Store, we get it. Being a small biz owner requires grit and hustle, but you don't have to do it alone. We've got your back. You put your heart and soul into your biz, we put ours into packing and shipping. While you're keeping track of your custom-made orders, our mailboxes are keeping your packages safe. Because we're here to help you be unstoppable with shredding, printing, notary, and more. Most locations are independently owned. Product, services, pricing, and hours of operation may vary. See Center for details. The UPS Store. Be unstoppable. Come into your local store today.
I'm Matt Schultz from TRS Heating and Air Conditioning. When the cold sets in, I know the comfort of a warm home is essential. If your furnace or boiler isn't performing, call us for a $99 health and safety checkup. Regular maintenance keeps your system running smoother and more efficiently. Time for an upgrade? Ask about our high-efficiency Rheem systems with flexible finance options. Trust TRS. Trust Rheem. Visit TRSHeatingandAirConditioning.com. TRS Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Excellence. Powering tomorrow, comforting today.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Ty Johnson, Curtis Samuel deep to return for Buffalo after that field goal drive by Carolina. Cut the Bills lead in half. It's now 6-3 in favor of Buffalo with 8:58 left in the half. Pat Fitzgerald ready to kick this one away and kicks it to the near side of the field. Johnson fields it at the 2-yard line, out to the 10, cuts it back at the 15, out to the 20, and drags a couple of tacklers out to the 23-yard line, where Buffalo's offense will get started. As Josh Allen returns with the offense, 4 of 9 passing for 53 yards thus far. Meanwhile, James Cook, Eric, has been cooking.
He has been, and it's really only 33 net passing yards for the Bills after the 2 sacks that they've already given up here in the game.
So we'll see if the Bills can put a much-needed touchdown drive together. 2 field goal drives thus far for Buffalo. Penalties marred the last drive. They had to settle for a field goal. 2 tight end set here with Allen under center and an offset eye as Cook is the deep setback. Allen making a check at the line. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Pitch play left again. And the Panthers have this one red, but Cook runs right through a tackle and gets out of bounds. as he is marked down at the 26-yard line for a gain of 2.
It's one of the biggest strengths of James Cook's game right now, is that looked like it was going to be a loss of yards on the play. Instead, he gets up the field for 2 yards, eluding a tackler in the backfield.
And that tackler was Boogie Basham, former Bills draft choice. 3 receivers to the right here. The tight end knocks on the left. Ty Johnson flared out to the left in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 3. Quick hitter. This one goes to Shakir. Tunnel screen. And he's got the first down as he's out to the 36-yard line. So it's a first down as Boogie Basham made the tackle that time.
Josh Allen put some heat on that one. He got that ball out to him in a hurry. Great catch by Shakir. And then what he always does after the catch, he's got great contact balance, able to get up the field for the first.
Cook checks back into the game. He's going to be the deep setback and an offset eye with Gilliam on the field. Receiver to each side on this 2 tight end set. Pause in motion. Handoff to Cook. Through a hole and darts into the open. And he is Gone. Gone. 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, James Cook, as the cook is in the kitchen for the first time in 3 games.
Josh Allen handed that ball off, and about 1 second later threw his hands up. He knew James Cook was gone. Great blocking in the interior there. And James Cook having some fun at the end of that one, doing a flip into the end zone. James Cook is putting on a show here today in Carolina.
A 64-yard touchdown run, his longest of the season, as the Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick by Prater is up. And it is no good. No good. So with 7:23 left, the score is 12-3. This is Buffalo Bills football.
For a little show, and then
Hey, it's Sal Capaccio. If you're looking for the #1 Volkswagen dealer in Western New York, look no further than Northtown Volkswagen. Now open in their brand new state-of-the-art facility on Sheridan Drive in Amherst. Check out the new Tiguan, 7-seat Atlas, or the Taos. All perfect SUVs for Western New York's 4 seasons. Visit Northtown Volkswagen today or online at northtownvw.com. They make it easy. Remember, whatever you're looking for, you'll find it at Northtown. Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
#1 VW dealer based on January to December 2024 Polk results.
Is there a safe space for me? Who will listen to me when no one gets it? How will I handle it all?
How can I keep going like this?
We hear you. Call, text, or chat 988 for emotional support and crisis services. It's free, confidential, and here for you 24/7. Learn more at 988.ny.gov. Brought to you by the New York State Office of Mental Health.
It's Eric Wood. With temperatures dropping, the last thing you want is a chilly home. That's where Blue Star Home Services comes in, keeping your heating system running like a winning team so your home stays safe, reliable, and comfortable. And right now, when you install a new high-efficiency Lennox Elite heating system, monthly payments can be as low as $58 a month. With hundreds of 5-star reviews, trust Blue Star to deliver comfort for your home. Get started. Visit bluestarhs.com today.
8 actors represent actual clients.
After my motorcycle accident, my attorneys at the Barnes firm got me $300,000, 5 times more than insurance offered.
After my car accident, insurance offered $50,000. My case was worth over $1 million more.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says? Call the Barnes firm now. You might be surprised.
My case was worth $800,000.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 Pearl.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
James Cook, 77 yards on the drive time after his explosive runs on the third play of that drive. 1 minute and 35 seconds off the clock. That's your Toyota drive time, driven to you by Toyota, the official car truck of the Buffalo Bills. What was the official on the actual run there, guys? Because 77 was the drive time.
Yeah, I believe it was 64 for the touchdown. So, yeah, that was a long
He was in the
one.
clear.
And that was actually his longest touchdown run since the 65-yarder against San Francisco last December. And he's up over 100 yards on the day, already has 146. And we aren't even out of the first half. Here's the kick by Prater, fielded by Etienne at the 1. To the 15, 20, stutter steps, and is brought down. Joe Andreessen in on another tackle along with Reggie Gilliam as they bring him down at the 27-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo, 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
First and 10 here for Carolina, down 12-3 at their own 27. Dalton in the shotgun. Orbit motion from Jimmy Horn, but the handoff goes to Dowdle, and he's met in the hole and dropped by Shaq Thompson for a 1-yard gain. There is the physicality that Thompson brings to the Buffalo defense.
The Bills playing with 2 backup linebackers. Is Matt Milano still out with injury? Terrell Bernard in uniform today, but just going to play in a reserve emergency role. These backup linebackers in Williams and Thompson have stepped up early on.
Dalton going to operate from the shotgun. Empty set here. 3 to the left, 2 to the right on 2nd and 9. And now orbit motion from Horn right to left. It's a screenplay to him. Blockers in front. Gets up the sideline. But he's met by Hairston, who drops him at the 29. There's some physical play from the rookie.
And that was one of the concerns of him coming out of college, was the physicality. There he puts it on display. Seems like him and Tre'Davious White are going to go every other series, but I believe they're going to have Hairston at some point on a pitch count. 3rd down coming up for Carolina. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Carolina 2 for 4 today on 3rd down.
Only a 2-yard gain there, and the Buffalo faithful are on their feet, getting loud for their Buffalo defense here on 3rd and 7 with 6 minutes left. Bills up 12-3. Dalton in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking left. And he misses Ted McMillan. It's incomplete. Christian Benford in coverage, and the punt unit will come on for Carolina.
It's great coverage on the outside by Benford. Recall that the perfect coverage of the game, and it's brought to you by United Healthcare. Find out more about our community plans at uhccommunityplanbuffalo.com.
Only 13% of Carolina's possessions have gone 3 and out this season. That's the 2nd best mark in the NFL. That's the 2nd 3 and out today. Sam Martin set to punt this one away. Keon Coleman deep to return for Buffalo. High hanger of a kick. Coleman's going to have room here. Fields it at the 21. Straight up the gut, and he is nailed. Absolutely drilled. And making the hit there was Claudin Sherilis, the linebacker. 49-yard punt. Minimal return.
12-3. Dalton out of the gun. Hands off.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, let's take a look around the NFL right now. The Miami Dolphins have a surprising 10-3 lead in Atlanta early on in that game. The Baltimore Ravens without Lamar Jackson are up 7-6 over the Chicago Bears. The Cincinnati Bengals have a rushing touchdown from Joe Flacco, a passing touchdown from Joe Flacco, but the Jets have climbed back a bit. Bengals lead that one 17-10 against the New York Jets. The Houston Texans have a 13-0 lead over the San Francisco 49ers. The Cleveland Browns still clinging to a 1-point lead over the New England Patriots, 7-6. Browns just got the ball back in that one with 4:15 remaining before halftime. And the Philadelphia Eagles have now scored on the Giants to break that tie. They're up 14-7 on the Giants. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. Boy, I'm looking out at here and watching, especially on defense, guys. The personnel changes this team has made are notable. Now, I know that some of it is injury-based, especially at linebacker, but Shaq Thompson, Joe Andreessen started this game. He is the base third linebacker next to Dorian Williams as well. But how about, as you guys mentioned earlier, Jordan Hancock coming in at safety on passing downs. And then Max Harrison is getting far more run than I anticipated. So the Bills got into the lab, not just scheme-wise, but also personnel-wise during the bye week.
Yeah, and it's a welcome change because I think we all can agree that Buffalo's defense could use an added dose of speed and athleticism, and Hancock and Hairston unquestionably have provided that here today.
Yeah, and I like how they're using them out there. They're rotating Hairston in, coming off of the injury, coming off of IR. They're getting him some reps out there, but not overly taxing him. And then Jordan Hancock gets to come in and use his strengths on third downs, especially in obvious pass situations. I like what this defensive staff is doing with the personnel, and it's paying off so far. Carolina with just 3 points here so far with 5:42 left in the half. Both teams still have 3 timeouts, and reminder that Buffalo will receive that second half kickoff. So if they can put together a long drive here, you could potentially get your 2-for-1 opportunity where you steal that last possession of the half. But with 3 timeouts for both teams, we still got a lot of ball left to play in this first half.
James Cook is going to be on the field for the start of this possession. He now has 10 rushing touchdowns in his last 9 road games after that 64-yard rip to the end zone on the last drive.
Yeah, Cook's averaging 13.3 a carry right now. I expect the Bills to continue to lean in that run game, but when those safeties get low, they got to hit them with the play action.
Allen under center on 1st and 10. Motion right to left by Moore. Pitch goes to Cook through a hole on the right side, and he's got another big gain on 1st down as he picks up 7 out to the 33-yard line. And that'll bring up 2nd and 3. Tackle by Nick Scott, the safety.
Yeah, Carolina continues to play with this too high safety look, and if they continue to do that, the Bills are going to just continue to grind them out on the ground.
Cook with 100.
So 2 receivers to the right and a bunch look. Coleman on the left. Cook the lone setback with Allen under center as we come up on 5 minutes left in the half. Bills up 12-3. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, rolls to his right, hits Jackson Hawes, the tight end, and he fights his way to the 1st down marker as that'll move the sticks. He's out to the 36. And they haven't signaled yet. Now they have 1st down, says Craig Rolstad. Trevin Wallace forced him over the sideline.
Hard play action roll out there. Josh Allen rolling to his right. Doesn't scan down the field. Sees Hawes open for the 1st down as we get to see the replay in the booth. It looks like he's short on the play. Wouldn't surprise me to see them review this one, but they're going to let them line up.
So 1st and 10 for now for Buffalo.
You look at the clock, 4:35 to go.
Play clock down to 4. There's the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass, has time, looking on the near sideline, but he overshot Elijah Moore as he missed him by 4 yards.
Yeah, Josh wants that throw back, disgusted, showing his emotions out there in the backfield after he let that one go, knowing he had an open target on the outside, tried to thread that ball over the second level of the defense, but just overshot Moore along the sideline.
And it's a shame because the defender fell down. If he could have caught that and stayed inbound, he would have been up the sideline. Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for What's Next. 2nd and 10 here from the Buffalo 36. Allen in the shotgun, Ray Davis to his left. Here's the snap, handoff to Davis. Bounces it outside, lowers the shoulder, and he's out to the 40 for a gain of 4. It's going to bring up
Ray Davis, the running back.
3rd and about 6 here. Tackled by Christian Roseboom, the linebacker.
Bills 3 for 5 today on 3rd down, and both of those 3rd downs that they failed on have been sacks, and I'll call those coverage sacks. Josh had plenty of time on both of them. Sorry, on the first one, someone came unblocked. On the second one, Josh was scrambling around in the backfield.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right, counting the tight end Kincaid. Ty Johnson in the backfield, to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Play clock down to 5, takes the snap. Back to pass, rolling to his right, looking back across the field, nobody open. Allen throws, tries to find Shakir, who pulls it in, but they're going to say no, he's out of bounds, incomplete. There was a late hit on Allen, and some of the linemen are mad that a flag wasn't thrown for roughing the passer, but it's incomplete, and the punt unit will come on for Buffalo.
Josh Allen vacated the pocket early there, decided to roll out to his right. It was man-to-man coverage by the Panthers. Everybody blanketed. Shakir trying to do a little extra work, trying to get an open spot at the end, but unable to get that second foot down in time.
And the reason why was he bobbled the ball initially. Wishnowski on to punt this one away. Here's the snap. Kick is up, and it's a good thing Wishnowski rushed it because the rush was on. Fair catch signaled for by Etienne, and he pulls it in at the 13-yard line. 47-yard punt, no return. A punt rush was unquestionably on there, Eric, and Wisnowski recognized it and quick kicked it.
Yeah, it was a nice job. And then to rush that punt and still get a fair catch at the 13 is a win there. That was the Bills' first punt of the game. First two drives of the games stalled out at the end, ended in field goals, and then you had the 64-yard run by Cook for the touchdown on their third drive. And so now Carolina's going to take over with 3:20 left in this first half with 3 timeouts.
Well, Buffalo's defense would love to force another 3 and out. They did it on Carolina's last possession, and they did it on the team's first possession of the game.
This is a huge win for us.
If they're able to force another punt, I'd expect to see Shakir back there. Little wrinkle there. They use Keon Coleman as the punt returner, trying to get the ball in his hands, trying to let him make a play. He was returned punts in college and was dynamic as a punt returner. At 6'4", he was standing straight up on his last punt return, and he got rocked.
Yeah, he got whacked pretty hard there. And, man, sometimes that wakes you up. But, man, I don't know. He took a crunching hit from the linebacker, Sherilis.
Yeah, on that last third down, it's just indicative of some of the issues the Bills have right now, and one of them is separation at wide receiver. Man-to-man coverage. Josh Allen has to vacate the pocket early because he doesn't see anyone open. He scrambles out to his right, and it's just a low percentage play when you try and hit those sideline throws. And if it's not a perfect throw and catch, like we saw there with the bobble by Shakir, it's going to end up in a punt.
Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Guys, I'm looking at the quarterback stats here. It does not look great for either quarterback right now, numbers-wise. Allen's missed a couple throws, but I don't think Andy Dalton's looked really comfortable in the pocket. A couple throws he's made, but even though the Bills only got to him one time, I think he's looked like he's a bit uncomfortable, and that's why you've seen a couple of balls lately being thrown off. The Bills would love nothing better here than to get to him in this situation inside their own 15-yard line.
He already has a lost fumble on the afternoon. As we told you coming into this game, in his career, 4-2 against the Bills. Those games are all while he was quarterback of the Bengals. 10 touchdown passes, but 9 interceptions. We'll see if the pass pressure continues to get to Dalton, if he gives the Bills an opportunity for another takeaway. 2 tight ends set here for Carolina on 1st and 10 from their own 13. 3:20 left in the half. Bills up 12-3. Hubbard to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. Here's the snap, and it's a handoff to Hubbard, and they've got him as the pursuit from behind by Bishop and Andreessen gets there. And he's got no gain on the carry.
It's a great job rallying to the football by the Bills defense there. Hubbard on the game averaging less than 3 yards a carry. One of the emphasis in the bye week was tackling, and so far the Bills have been much better defensively tackling in this game.
Panthers going to stay in this 2 tight end set. Receiver to each side. Pistol look with Hubbard behind Dalton. 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Dalton back to pass. Pocket collapsing. Has to flee the pocket, rolling to his right. Fires, and it's caught by Leggett. As he came back to his quarterback to help him out, it's complete at the 19-yard line.
We got a late flag down here to see if he went out of bounds before the catch. That might be the call. The official has his hat off, which is generally a sign that that'll be the call.
Pressure again from Michael Hoyt, which forced Dalton out of the pocket.
Penalty touching of pass. Number 17 stepped out of bounds. By rule, that is a loss of down. It'll be 3rd down. Incomplete.
As we get to see the replay, as Leggett planted his heel, went down out of bounds. It's a nice job by the official there, recognizing that.
He stepped out of bounds again. 2nd time before he caught the football.
Okay, maybe it wasn't as good of a call as I thought with the double.
Well, if he missed it the first time, he got the 2nd time to call it. Yeah, he stepped out of bounds twice in about 4 steps. So it's 3rd and 10 now with 2:30 left in the half. Dalton in the shotgun, 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Fires it out to the right sideline. Flag flies, and McMillan pulls it in for a 1st down at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 16. But let's see what the flag's about. Looks like it's against Carolina. Oh, no, he just changed his mind. The official initially signaled Carolina, Now he signals Buffalo.
Illegal contact, defense number 39. That penalty's declined. Result of the play is first down.
Cam Lewis, the guilty party there.
Heavy pass rush up the middle there. Michael Hoyt coming around on a line game up front on a stunt. Looked like it was potentially going to be a sack. It's a heck of a throw by Dalton to get that ball to the outside.
Cam Lewis got caught in a bad matchup. The shortest defensive back against the tallest Carolina receiver. 1st and 10 at the 29. Dalton under center. Left to right motion by Leggett. Handoff goes to Hubbard. Hit by Dorian Williams at the 31. And he falls forward to the 32 for a gain of 3.
The 2-minute warning.
Stay tuned for the ECMC halftime show. ECMC, go where the Bills go. 1:58 left in the half. It'll be a 2nd and 7 for Carolina. Bills up 12-3. It's the 2-minute warning on the Buffalo Bills radio network.
It's a game-changing move in the world of accounting and advisory. Freed Maxick has joined forces with Witham, the 22nd largest public accounting and advisory firm in the nation. We're powering up performance with a shared vision to deliver even greater value to our clients in Western and Upstate New York. Experience the transformative power of Witham plus you. That's the power in the plus. Visit witham.com/New York to learn more. If you're injured at work or through the fault of someone else, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard, so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji at 854-1446 or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers. If you're injured at work or through the fault of someone else, call Losi and Ganji, your hard-working workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys. The attorneys at Losi and Ganji work hard, so you receive the maximum settlement for your injury. Last year, Losi and Ganji obtained more than $24 million for injured workers. Call Losi and Ganji at 854-1446 or go to losi-ganji.com. Losi and Ganji, Buffalo's workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC. Northwest Bank. For what's next.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back to Charlotte as we're coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Chris Brown, Eric Wood with you. 1:58 left in the half. Bills up 12-3. And it's a 2nd and 7 here for Carolina. Our sideline reporter, Sal Capaccio, told us Ed Oliver went to the medical tent. We'll get you an update as soon as we have it. Dalton in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right, and an empty set. Here's the snap. Back to pass. And it's intercepted by A.J. Epinesa. Going the other way. 10-5. And he's dropped at the 1-yard line. A.J. Epinesa looked like Spider-Man, jumped up in the air, tipped the ball to himself, and pulled it in for the INT.
And we're going to call that the New Era signature play of the game, brought to you by New Era Cap, the official cap of Josh Allen in the NFL. Stay tuned after the game to find out what a play by A.J. Epinesa. Empty formation. He recognizes immediately that they're going to try and set up a screen. Gets his hands up in the air, bats it down, catches it on the second attempt, takes it all the way down to the 1. Now Bills 1st and goal from the 1.
And the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax. We got this. A.J. Epinesa looked like Spider-Man, snaring that out of the air. Then he jukes out the quarterback, Andy Dalton, and heads the other way. Ray Davis into the game here on this 1st and goal. He's the lone setback as Allen goes under center. There's the snap, And it's a sneak by Allen, and he's pushed into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he walks into the end zone there.
And he gives it to Osiris Torrance, who's going to spike it. And he gets a pretty good bounce off the spike.
Not bad, not bad. You always want that to get above your head on the spike. I think he might have done it. Bills come up with the interception, get it down to the 1. They run a QB sneak. Josh Allen essentially walks in after the failed extra point earlier. Thought maybe they would go for 2 in this situation, but the Bills are going to line up for the extra point.
So currently up 18-3. The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. There's the snap. Hold is down. Kick by Prater is up. And it is good. 1:50 left in the half. And the Bills, thanks to 10 points on turnovers here in the first half, now have a 16-point lead. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, might be the shortest drive time I've ever read because it was 1 play, 1 yard, 4 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time. Driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. And I would say the news is not very good on Ed Oliver. He is out for this game with a bicep injury, guys. That's the Barnes Firm injury report. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is not a good injury.
Ed Oliver injured early in the season with a foot, and he's a difference maker in the middle. And defensive tackle is a spot where the Bills have been extremely thin. Daquan Jones out already with the calf, and now you got Ed Oliver out with the bicep. On that play, I saw him get up slowly. Ekwonu, the left tackle for the Panthers, looked like he kind of tackled him on the play, and I believe Ed Oliver tried to extend for the tackle. Hope for the best for Ed Oliver in this situation.
Yeah, that is not good, especially with the Kansas City game coming up next week. You need all your horses for that one, and the Bills precariously thin at the defensive tackle spot now.
Yeah, but we mentioned in the pregame, 60% of the defensive tackle snaps on the season heading into the day played in games by practice squad call-ups or rookies.
And they only have 3 healthy ones left in the game now. Greg Rousseau or Michael Hoyt might have to kick inside on some passing downs. Kickoff goes to Etienne at the 6, out to the 20, 25, and he's wrapped up at the 31-yard line. Javon Solomon, the first in there on the tackle.
And you also have Larry Ogunjobi with his first game off the suspension, so you can't tax him completely, just assuming with his first game back, probably not quite in game shape. And so it's going to be a tall test for the interior of this Bills defensive line out there right now. We do have Ogunjobi and Walker at defensive tackle.
Bosa and Rousseau on the edges here on 1st and 10. Pistol look from the Panthers. Dalton with Dowdle behind him, receiver to each side. Pitch play to Dowdle, going to the outside. And through a couple of tackles, still on his feet. And he's got a first down, tackle by Ogunjobi, but it's 12 yards downfield as it's a first down for the Panthers. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, another injury report for you. This time on the other side, it is Jimmy Horn Jr., their speed wide receiver for the Carolina Panthers, questionable to return to this game with a shoulder injury. That is another Barnes Firm injury report. That's the Barnes Firm injury report. Brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right here on 1st and 10 from the Carolina 43. Dalton in the shotgun, takes the snap, fakes the handoff, play action. Rousseau in there, but he gets away, fires, and it's complete to McMillan, who got away from coverage, and it's another first down, and he's into Buffalo territory at the 40-yard line. It's a 17-yard pass play.
Looked like Rousseau was going to get the sack on the play, and then Deion Walker was there. Andy Dalton able to evade the rush. It was zone defense, and McMillan running across the formation comes completely uncovered at the end.
So that 17-yard pickup sets a 1st and 10. Here's the snap, handoff to Dowdle, through a hole, meets the tackler and bounces off him. Rousseau cleans him up, but Jordan Poyer could have had him for just a 4-yard gain. Instead, he goes for 6.
Poyer run over on that play. 46 seconds and counting left in this first half.
Carolina in the hurry-up. Dalton in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, but he's wrapped up and dragged down by Joey Bosa, who drops him for the sack. Big loss there as Carolina burns a timeout to stop the clock with 33 seconds remaining. He dropped him at the 41-yard line.
First charge timeout. Carolina.
This team timeout.
Please put 35 seconds on the game clock.
This team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health, as the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills. Care runs deep
That's
at Kaleida Health.
Bosa's third sack of the season, and honestly, watching these games, it feels like he should have more at this point of the season, but the back-end coverage hasn't been tight enough to make quarterbacks hold on to the ball long enough there. That pocket collapsed in a hurry. Andy Dalton just essentially takes the sack there, doesn't even try to get away from it.
So it's now 3rd and 12 here for Carolina. 35 seconds left in the half. And you got to believe no matter what happens here, they're going to presumably go for it on 4th down. Unless they just want to kick a field goal and call it a day. Dalton in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Dowdle to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. They clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, fires, and it's complete to Coker, who's out of bounds at the 19-yard line. He got away from Taron Johnson. Jordan Hancock helped make the tackle, but it's a 22-yard gain.
Bosa almost gets there again, but Taron Johnson beat in coverage by the tall slot receiver Coker there on a deep out route.
And now a timeout is called with 28 seconds left. The official called it. Are they looking for a proper spot of the ball from the replay assistant?
At first it looked like he was tackled in bounds. Officials called it out, which stopped the clock.
After expedited review, the run was down in bounds. In lieu of a 10-second runoff, Carolina will take their second charge timeout.
Yeah, that was on the opposite side of the field from us, so not a great view of it, but it sure looked like his knee came down before he was able to get out of bounds.
To 30 seconds.
This team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health. At Kaleida Health, every day is game day. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. So 30 seconds left. Carolina with just 1 timeout remaining at their disposal, and they've got a 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 19.
Yeah, this is where you expect them to test this Bills secondary with their height on the outside. In the red zone, oftentimes you'll try, especially on 1st down here, maybe a back shoulder fade or a jump ball in the end zone and try and test this Bills secondary. This is one of the tallest receiving cores in the league. We mentioned Coker, who made that catch. He's 6'3". Leggett 6'3" on the outside, and Ted McMillan's listed at 6'5".
So 30 seconds left. Bills up 19-3. But the Panthers threatening to eat into that lead here with just a field goal to show for their efforts thus far. 3 receivers to the right. Jatavian Sanders, the tight end, on the left. Dowdle to the left of Dalton in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Pressure again. And he got dropped by Bosa, but Bosa's going to get flagged for tripping. And Bosa is hitting himself in the head because he knows that was not the smartest play.
No, and he had him there. He didn't have to do
Personal
that.
foul, tripping, defense number 97. That penalty's half the distance to goal, automatic 1st down.
That's a big one.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. He completely smoked Moten on the outside. And as he tries to bring him down with his left hand, he's still getting driven by Moten. And then he sticks out that left foot and trips Dalton to the turf. And so now it'll be 1st and goal from the 10-yard line.
So penalties, again, hurting the Bills here. We'll see if the defense can make a stand. 26 seconds left. 1st and goal from the 9. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, counting Dowdle. Here's the snap. Back to pass, fires over the middle, and it's incomplete off the outstretched hand of Ted McMillan. Shaq Thompson in coverage. Pass was a little behind him.
That's great coverage by Shaq there to be able to ride McMillan up the seam. They were looking to use McMillan's height in coverage against the linebacker in Shaq Thompson. It's great coverage.
So that'll bring up 2nd and goal. 22 seconds left. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and the tight end Sanders in motion to the right side where he'll set up. Dowdle to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. Play clock down to 1. Here's the snap. blitz coming. They get a screen pass to Sanders, and he's tackled inbounds at the 4-yard line by Bishop and Poyer. And the Panthers will burn their last timeout.
Charge timeout of the half, Carolina. This is a 30-second timeout. Timer, please reset the game clock to 17 seconds.
This team timeout brought to you by Kaleida Health. All heart, all hustle, every single day. So what are you doing play call-wise here? You're out of timeouts, Eric. 17 seconds left, and it's 3rd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, you're going to drop back, and you got to get this ball at the end zone. It's either got to be an incompletion or a touchdown on this play. You can't walk away with no points here. You cannot take a sack if you're Andy Dalton, and that was a really, really good play by Jordan Poyer there. The Bills had brought blitz, and so 6 defenders coming. So when you throw that screen to the outside, that's where you're most susceptible. Poyer drags him down at the 4. It's a really nice play by Jordan Poyer, getting his first start of the season here for Bills defense.
Bills are going to go dime defense here.
With 16 seconds to go.
As Dalton's in the shotgun, 3 receivers left, Sanders on the right, and now a timeout is called by Buffalo.
First charge timeout, Buffalo. This is a 30-second timeout.
So they were trying to get a snapshot of the formation. This team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health, where the season never stops. They made a late substitution there, Eric, and brought Hancock on and Dorian Williams off. We'll address that in a second. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, and I'm looking over at the Panthers sideline. They have their field goal team ready just in case. So maybe they do are open to running the ball here with 17 seconds. That would take, 5, 6? They could run them on, but just in case Andy Dalton gets a sack or something like that, they have their field goal team ready to run on. Their kicker, Ryan Fitzgerald, is standing there ready to go with Sam Martin.
So this will be 3rd and goal from the 4. 17 seconds left. Bills up 19-3. 2 receivers to the left. 2 to the right, counting the tight end Sanders. Dowdle to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Shuffles, and he's brought down for the sack by Greg Rousseau. The field goal unit hurrying on the field for Carolina. The Bills have got to get lined up. They got to get lined up on sides. They're not ready. There's the snap. Hold is down. Kick is up. And it is no good. Wide to the left. The Bills were fortunate there. They were celebrating the sack. Forgot they had to line up for the field goal. The field goal is no good by Pat Fitzgerald, just his 2nd miss of the season. So the score remains 19-3 here at halftime. Stay tuned for the Skyworks stats of the game, presented by Skyworks Equipment Rental. Building America from the ground up. Visit SkyworksLLC.com. 19-3 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Fiegel, Carr & Joyce, your border attorneys.
By Witham, a smart play for your tax, accounting, and business advisory needs.
By Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
By ECMC, my choice, better health, ECMC.
By Univera Healthcare, right here for Western New York teams, on and off the field.
And by Catholic Health, the right way to care.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places.
Right here for the big plays and the big wins. Right here for the longest passes and the toughest runs. For the highlights, the cheers, and all the hey-hey-hey-hey. At Univera Healthcare, we know what it takes to be here for Western New York teams, both on and off the field. Because our home, our hearts, and our focus are always right here. And not to mention, our favorite team is too. Learn more and explore plans at theuniveradifference.com.
Injured in a car crash? Call the 8s for a free consultation.
I'm attorney Ross Salino. Here's what Salino Law wants you to know about the insurance company. They want you to talk to them, but you definitely shouldn't. They don't want to pay you, but they absolutely can. They want you to take their first offer, but you can do better.
Call the 8s.
Delaware Avenue, Buffalo.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome into the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network, ECMC Go, where the Bills go. I'm your host, Nate Geary, live from our Amherst studios. The Bills lead the Carolina Panthers 19-3 at the half. Let's check in with our Sal Capaccio, who joins me now live from the sidelines down at Bank of America Stadium. Sal, let's start with the injury to Ed Oliver. Any update there? I know he's been listed as out for the game. Man, what a loss that could be for the Bills.
Yeah, that is the update. He is out for the rest of the game. When you declare someone out that quickly, obviously that's not good. And that particular injury, we saw it with Matt Milano last year. It kept him out several months. So we won't jump to conclusions right now, but obviously a big loss for the Buffalo Bills right now today and probably going forward.
Let's look at the offense, Sal, dominating the Panthers' run defense. But, man, the passing offense looks as bad as it has in a while, Sal. It's reminiscent, the passing offense, of that Houston game last year.
Yeah, and again, wide receivers not catching passes right now. The only time they're getting the ball to wide receivers is on the tunnel screen to Khalil Shakir. Otherwise, it's basically been the tight ends involved in the passing game. And, you know, Josh Allen has missed a couple of throws. And obviously, Keon Coleman, a couple of plays that he was targeted, couldn't come up with it. They're going to have to fix this passing game in some way, shape, or form. Thank goodness for the Buffalo Bills. The running game to James Cook has been dominating.
And defensively, Sal, they've had a solid performance. Let's start first with Max Harrison and Jordan Hancock. Harrison, we've seen a lot of in that first half. He popped to me a little in that first half, Sal.
Yeah, and I will tell you this. I give the Bills coaching staff a lot of credit for putting these guys on the field now and taking the bye week to say, look, we have to make some changes. We need to get faster. We need to get more athletic. Max Harrison getting a lot of run here today, rotating with Tre'Davious White, basically. And then Jordan Hancock coming in on third down situations as well. And then you add in Michael Hoyt as well. And obviously it's a bit of a new-look defense today.
Yes, Al, I agree. And I was going to say, overall, this is a great bounce-back performance from a pass rush and coverage perspective from their performance back in Atlanta 2 weeks ago.
And they have to keep it up in the second half because the Panthers do have that terrific running game. All it takes is one big play to get loose. By the way, mascots against kids out here right now. I know you like that, Nate.
I do love that. Thanks, Sal. Enjoy the second half.
You got it.
All right, when we return, I got your first half highlights, the Skyworks stats of the game, and a check. The out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable. I'm Nate Geary. You're listening to the ECMC Halftime Show on the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Losi and Ganji, workers' compensation and personal injury attorneys, working hard for hard-working Western New Yorkers.
By Great Lakes Building Systems, our business is protecting your business.
By Hiller Comerford Injury and Disability Law, fighting to get our veterans the disability benefits they deserve. It's Hiller time.
And by the Barnes Firm. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
I'm John Woyden, president of Great Lakes Building Systems, where our business is protecting your business. We install and service complex fire protection, security, and video monitoring systems. You've worked hard to build your business. Protect your employees, yourself, and your assets by leaving your company's security to the experts. Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892-LAKE for a comprehensive security assessment. We keep an eye on your business so you don't have to. Protecting your business is our business.
Call Great Lakes Building Systems at 892-LAKE or go to glbs-inc.com. This season, New Era Cap and Josh Allen are teaming up for a cause that hits close to home and close to the heart. At every Bills home game, Josh wears a one-of-a-kind New Era cap, each one custom designed by a young patient at Oshai Children's Hospital. Every cap is signed by Josh and then auctioned off, with all proceeds benefiting the Patricia Allen Fund to support kids and families in need. Even on the road, the mission doesn't stop. New Era keeps it going strong. To see these incredible designs and learn more, visit neweracap.com/Josh.
Great care depends on strong connections. And in this time of rapidly changing healthcare needs, United Healthcare is helping you stay connected to the people and services you depend on in many important ways. From virtual doctor visits to prescriptions delivered by mail to 24/7 one-on-one support. When you choose United Healthcare plans, we'll help you get the care you need quickly and easily. To learn more, call United Healthcare today at 844-731-2602.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
All right, welcome back to the ECMC halftime show on the Buffalo Bills radio network. ECMC, go where the Bills go. I'm your host, Nate Geary. The Bills lead the Panthers 19-3 at halftime. Now for some first half highlights. The Bills would start on defense after choosing to defer, and the Bills responded by forcing a 3-and-out to start the game thanks to an Ed Oliver sack on third down.
Here's the snap. Back to pass rush coming, and wrapped up and dropped for the sack by Ed Oliver. Right of Cowboy.
The Bills would respond with a Matt Prater field goal to take an early 3-0 lead, and on their second defensive possession, the Bills made another stand, this time forcing an Andy Dalton fumble courtesy of Greg Rousseau.
Back to pass, four-man rush, has time, looks right, pumps, now tucks it and runs, and he's caught from behind, ball is out, Christian Benford scoops it up, and he's coming the other way for Buffalo, tackled at the 17-yard line.
That would lead to another Matt Prater field goal, following a Panthers field goal to cut the Bills' lead to 6-3. It was the offense finally finding pay dirt when James Cook went 64 yards untouched for his first touchdown since Week 4.
Handoff to Cook, through a hole, and darts into the open, and he is Gone gone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, James Cook, as the cook is in the kitchen for the first time in 3 games.
A punt from the offense gave the Panthers the ball back with a chance to cut into the Bills' lead before the half. That was when A.J. Epinesa got the ball back for the Bills.
Here's the snap, back to pass, and it's intercepted by A.J. Epinesa, going the other way, 10-5, and he's dropped at the 1-yard line.
That would lead to a Josh Allen tush-push touchdown and our 19-3 lead at the half. Time now for the Skyworks stats of the game. Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up. Visit skyworksllc.com. Not much in the passing game in the first half. Josh Allen just 6 of 13 for 66 yards and a 61.7 passer rating on the ground. 12 for 153 in a score from James Cook, just doing it all for the Bills on offense and leading the way receiving. Khalil Shakir 3 for 25 in that first half. And a quick check of the out-of-town scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS Store. Be unstoppable. The Dolphins have a 17-13 second half lead over the Falcons in Kirk Cousins making a start in that game for the injured Michael Penix. The Bengals have a 24-13 halftime lead over the Jets. Patriots 9, Browns 7, second half action. It's just starting there. The Eagles have a 21-10 lead over the Giants, and the Ravens have a 13-6 lead over the Bears. The Texans lead the 49ers at the half 16-7. That's going to do it back here for me. Second half action continues next from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth with Chris Brown, Eric Wood, and Sal Capaccio. After a quick timeout, I'm Nate Geary. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Lockport Outdoor Store, high-impact footwear and apparel for hardworking men and women.
By Belknap Heating and Cooling. For more comfort and less ka-ching, give Belknap a ring.
By USA Insulation, saving you money on energy costs comfortably.
And by Northtown Kia, West New York's #1 Kia dealer. Shop online at northtownkia.com.
Hey, Buffalo, this is our town, our team, our pride. Just like our hometown football team, Dynabrade is built for success, made right here in Buffalo, and driving excellence around the world with powerful, precise, American-made tools. Built with precision, driven by passion, defined by pride. At Dynabrade, it's how we win. For over 50 years, we've built greatness through innovation, determination, and true Buffalo spirit. Be inspired. Be Buffalo. Be Dynabrade. Visit Dynabrade.com today.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Some people just know you can save money on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the weather first, before wearing face paint to the game.
Bro, your Go Cats is dripping into your nachos.
Oh, and now paint is in my eyes.
Interception! Did you see that?
No!
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first and see what you could save. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Potential savings vary, including based on how you buy, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Welcome back to Charlotte, where at the half, the Bills lead 19-3. Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank, for what's next. And an interesting half, Eric, but 2 takeaways by the Bills lead to 10 points. And it's a big reason why Buffalo has a 16-point lead while getting the first possession of this second half here. Really have a chance to take control of this game.
Yeah, they forced the fumble early on Andy Dalton. They were able to get 3, and then A.J. Epinesa almost takes the pick into the end zone, gets them all the way down to the 1-yard line. It was a great read by Epinesa, too. An empty set. They show 6 guys in the line of scrimmage, and Shaq Thompson is pointing out to Epinesa, watch for the screen. That's their answer. It's just great communication and then great execution to make that play.
So second half here, and look, James Cook has carried the offense in the first half, 153 yards and a touchdown, most of it coming on that 64-yard run to the end zone. But he's been productive here in this first half, even on the non-touchdown carries. What about the passing game, though, Eric? It looks a little disjointed yet again here today.
Yeah, just 66 yards passing for Josh Allen, 6 for 13 on the game, and it just seems like when we get in obvious pass situations, we're just not getting the separation we need, and then there's been miscommunications on the outside.
So halftime adjustments are brought to you by Witham, a smart play for your tax, accounting, and business advisory needs. What do you got for us, Eric?
Yeah, offensively, we just mentioned it. They got to get the passing game going, and really, you're holding a 16-point lead, getting the ball back here in the second half. Got to get the passing game going, though, because you're going to need it as this season progresses, even if you potentially don't need it here today in Carolina. And then defensively, they're doing a great job of getting off the field, forcing turnovers, but overall, penalties again today, 4 penalties for 25 yards on the game, need to be more disciplined.
Yeah, coming out of the bye over the last 8 seasons, the Bills average 2 takeaways per game in those post-bye games. They've got 2 takeaways here today. Let's start the second half with a Sonic kick powered by Delta Sonic Car Wash. It started out with a kiss. As we said, Bills will have the first possession of the second half, so Pat Fitzgerald set to kick this one away. Deep to return for Buffalo, Ty Johnson and Curtis Samuel. Samuel going to take this one. No, he's not. He's going to let it bounce into the end zone, and he'll take a knee as the Bills will happily take the ball at their own 35-yard line for the offense. All rights to this broadcast are reserved, and any rebroadcast, recording, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the Buffalo Bills is prohibited.
Carolina ran a lot of too high safeties in the first half, daring the Bills to run the football, and they punished them with 158 yards on the ground, 153 by James Cook. As those safeties start to creep down, which they'll have to defend the run, I expect the Bills to take a shot over the top.
2 tight ends set here to start the second half for Buffalo. Offset I with Gilliam in the backfield. Allen going to go under center. Cook is the deep setback. Allen making a check at the line. Play clock down to 5. Here's the snap. Pitch play to the right. And Cook going to cut it back off the rear end of one of his blockers, but a flag flies in late, and this is probably coming back on holding.
Yeah, Robinson in the middle there. Looks like he forced the hold.
Offense, number 79. It's a 10-yard penalty. Still first down.
So that'll back Buffalo up to their 25, and it'll be 1st and 20. Not the way you want to start here.
Now, we just mentioned a disciplined second half, cut the penalties out, and on the first play of the second half, on what should have been a 4-yard gain and a 2nd and 6, now you're sitting at 1st and 20. And through this 2-game losing streak that the Bills head into this week on, penalties have been a major issue on both sides of the ball.
30 in the last 3 games. Allen in the shotgun here. 3 receivers to the right, counting the tight end Kincaid. 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff. It's a Josh Allen keeper, and he is decked and dropped by the safety Nick Scott after a 4-yard gain out on the left side.
There was a zone read in the backfield there. Josh Allen elects to keep it with a blocker out in front of him, and he came down. You mentioned he took a big shot around his legs from Nick Scott there, and with a 16-point lead here, and you feel pretty good about the control you have of this football game. We don't need too many designed Josh Allen runs here.
Cook to the left of Allen in the shotgun on 2nd and 16 as we're a minute into the 3rd quarter. Bills up 19-3. 3 receivers to the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Throws it underneath. Complete to Shakir. Can't quite get away from Roseboom, who makes a shoestring tackle and drops him at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 9. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's the 4th catch of the game by Shakir, up to 33 yards. And really, that's only the 3rd completion down the field. 3 catches of the game so far have been screen passes by Shakir.
2 receivers out to the right and 2 to the left, counting Kincaid. Ty Johnson flares out to the left in the backfield. Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking middle. Now has to roll out away from pressure. Flag flies in the secondary. He heaves it deep for Shavers. It's incomplete. But there's a flag in the secondary here. It's probably going to be on Carolina.
And Josh Allen saw that, and he just decided to take a shot down the field.
Pass.
Trying to get a man zone look. We're showing a lot of zone coverage right now, so Josh sees that.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 8. It's a 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
So the Bills catch a break there on 3rd and 7 with the penalty. And the Shatkin first down is presented by Dr. Todd Shatkin and the Aesthetic Associates Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery. J.C. Horn, the guilty party, but he vehemently disagreed with that call.
Yeah, Carolina sideline was begging for him to pick it up, and I believe that's part of the reason we saw the pause before the call there.
Offset eye here with Gilliam in the backfield with Cook. Allen under center on 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 43. Here's the snap, pitch play right. Cook going to work it back inside. Dodges a couple of tacklers, gets out to the 46 for a 3-yard gain. Let's go down to the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, when the Panthers have the ball, they'll be without their center, it looks like, because Cade Mays is doubtful with an ankle injury. Doubtful to return to this game. That is the Barnes Firm injury report. Injured? For help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
And with Mays out, he had seized the starting job away from veteran Austin Corbett. So we would assume Corbett would assume center duties going forward for the Panthers. Allen going to work from the shotgun here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and now Shavers in motion right to left. Here's the snap, back to pass. Quick hitter to Shakir. Spins away from the defender. He's up the sideline. 35-30, down to the 20. Cuts it back 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Khalil Shakir. Old reliable goes 54 yards to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. My goodness.
Incredible run after the catch. It's a short pass to the outside. He breaks a tackle, shows off the speed, puts a defender in a blender at the end of that one. This momentum is fully in Buffalo's favor. We're going to call it the momentum shift of the game, and it's brought to you by Northtown Volkswagen, Western New York's #1 VW dealer, Northtown Volkswagen.
Khalil Shakir with his longest touchdown of the season. The Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Wisnowski, kick by Prater is up, and it is good. 12:18 left here in the 3rd, and the Bills are up 26-3. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
By Upstate Honda Dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
By Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Bills fans.
By Snapdragon Apples, the official apple of the Buffalo Bills.
And by Houghton University. Discover New York's leading evangelical Christ-centered university.
FanDuel's getting you ready for game day with an offer you won't want to miss. New customers can bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. Pick a bet $5, and if it wins, you'll unlock $300 in bonus bets to use all across the app. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issue is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
8 actors represent actual claims.
After a truck hit me, my attorneys at the Barnes Firm got me $5 million, 5 times more than insurance offered.
When a car hit me, I called my attorneys at the Barnes Firm. They got me $2 million, 40 times more than the insurance offered.
Hi, I'm Rich Barnes. Is your case worth more than the insurance company says?
My job accident was worth 11 times more.
What's your case worth? Call our Buffalo office now and find out.
Past results don't predict future outcomes. 451 grinder, 500 per.
Get to Northtown Hyundai, Western New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Hey, Sal Capaccio here. Drive home in an all-new Hyundai from Northtown Hyundai. Whether a Tucson, Santa Fe, or Elantra, Northtown Hyundai's got you covered. Get America's best warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Plus, get Hyundai assurance on every new Hyundai at Northtown. Head to Northtown Hyundai in Amherst on Sheridan or shop online at northtownhyundai.com. Remember, whatever you're looking for, find it at Northtown. Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Some long drives result in field goals, then another short drive results in a touchdown. Earlier was James Cook. This time it's Khalil Shakir on the back end of a Josh Allen pass, culminating a Toyota drive time of 4 plays, 65 yards, 2 minutes and 42 seconds. That's driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. You said it earlier today in the pregame, Chris. The Buffalo Bills are one of the best teams in the league at yards after catch, and that was a big one.
Yeah, came into the game 6th in the league in yards after catch. They may be ranked higher after the day Shakir is having. As I said, it was his longest touchdown catch and run of the season, 54 yards. He had a 43-yarder in Week 4 against the Saints, which was a catch and run as well. Here's the kickoff by Prater. Fielded 1 yard in the end zone, as that's the second time he's done that. And he clearly does not want to do that and give Carolina a drive start at their own 35. So he's going to have to work on that, take a little bit off. He's all juiced up from the Shakir touchdown, apparently.
Yeah, impressive performance by this Bills defense in the first half. Hold the Panthers just 3 points. Get the sack at the end of the half to force the rushed field goal attempt that ended up being wide left. Carolina's offense just 153 total yards in the first half. And rushing-wise, Carolina at 79 on the game.
Hubbard in the backfield to the right of Dalton in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, and Coker coming in motion to the right side. Here's the snap. Back to pass, looking left, complete to McMillan. And he's wrapped up and tackled by Benford, but not before he gets 12 yards and a first down. With that touchdown pass by Josh Allen, he now has 46 career games with at least 1 rushing touchdown and 1 passing touchdown, passing Cam Newton for the most all-time. Newton had 45 in his career. Dalton in the shotgun, empty set. 3 to the right, 2 to the left on 1st and 10 from the 47. Back to pass, quick hitter, but nobody had turned around to receive the football. Tremble, the tight end, and Hubbard, the running back, were in the area. Incomplete. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo and WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls Buffalo 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
So that'll bring up 2nd and 10 here after the incomplete pass. And it's another empty set. Look, 3 to the right, 2 to the left, counting Hubbard and the tight end Tremble. Here's the snap, back to pass, looking over the middle, down to the left, pumps, and he's wrapped up and dropped for the sack by Jordan Phillips. Big Phil with the quarterback takedown, and it's going to be 3rd and long.
Andy Dalton pump faked in the pocket. It was great coverage down the field, gave time for the pass rush to be able to get home in time. Jordan Phillips rushing over the right guard for Carolina, sheds him at the end, throws him to the ground, and then throws Andy Dalton to the ground.
Coming alive from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank for what's next. Hubbard to the left of Dalton in the shotgun, and now gets up close to the line of scrimmage. Play clock down to 3. Here on 3rd and 18, here's the snap. And Dalton bobbles the snap and just has to fall on it. And did somebody tap him for the sack?
It's either Hoyt or Bosa. They're going to argue over who tapped him first. They both want that sack. They both want credit for that one. That's sloppy football by the Panthers on that possession. You got a screenplay early in the drive. No one turns around. You got Andy Dalton dropping a shotgun snap. Actually, it hits Hubbard in his left arm, who was lined up close to the line of scrimmage to be an additional blocker on the play, and it ricochets off him to cause the fumble.
And that's with the backup center in, Austin Corbett, for the first series. Here's the snap to Martin, the punter. It's a driven ball with 0 hang time. Shakir has to let it bounce, and it's going all the way to the 10 where he picks it up. He's going to try to get some yardage up the near sideline, but only gets 2 yards out to the 12. It's a 58-yard punt that took a friendly Carolina bounce, and thank goodness that Shakir fielded it. Otherwise, it might be on the 1 yard line. This Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you by Northwest Bank. At Northwest Bank, we're here for what's next, like the next winning play. 10-11 left in the third. Bills up 26-3, and they have possession. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Reimer Home Services. Homes rely on the Rhino.
By Seneca Buffalo Creek Casino. Nothing else comes close.
By Paddock Chevrolet. Score big with the new Chevys and quality pre-owned vehicles from Paddock Chevrolet.
By Celino Law. Car crash? Call Celino. Call the 8th.
And by Northland Workforce Training Center. Train for what's next.
We all know accidents happen. So when they do, trust the experts at Northtown Automotive Collision Center. Their state-of-the-art facility and certified technicians will restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition, safely, quickly, and hassle-free. Northtown works with virtually all insurance companies, provides free estimates, and back every repair. Because your safety and peace of mind are their top priority. Start shopping at northtownauto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
O'Reilly. Trust the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts to recommend the products for your next oil change. Right now, get 5 quarts of Valvoline Full Synthetic Motor Oil and a Wix filter for $35.99. Plus, get a $15 gift card after rebate. Limit supply. See your O'Reilly Auto Parts store for details or shop O'ReillyAuto.com.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You've still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Back here in Charlotte, North Carolina, Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Bills with the football and a 23-point lead. They're up 26-3 with 10-11 left in the third. A lot of football left, and you have to believe this Bills offense wants to string together some pass plays. Obviously, Shakir carries them into the end zone with a 54-yard catch and run, but looking for a little more continuity in the passing game here. We'll see what happens. Allen under center, Cook the lone setback, and he'll take the handoff, cuts it back through a hole, lowers the shoulder, and he's out to the 20-yard line for a gain of 8. That'll bring up 2nd and 2.
Cook up to 164 yards on the game. Inside zone off the left-hand side there, James Cook, one of the best vision running backs in the NFL there, feels the cutback, gets up the field for a carry for 8. As this game goes on, I'd expect to see some more Ray Davis just lighten the load and with the hits coming on Cook.
Cook still in the game for now. Coleman on the left, 2 receivers right. As Allen goes under center here, and now late motion from Samuel left to right. Here's the handoff to Cook through another hole, and he's got another first down, and he was a shoestring tackle away from breaking another one. He's dropped at the 27, but it's good enough for a first down. As the Bills will have a fresh set of downs here at their 27 as we come up on 9 minutes left in the third.
Give this Bills offensive line some credit. This was the 8th-ranked rush defense in the NFL with the Panthers, and they've been opening up holes across that front all day long.
2 receivers right, Coleman on the left. Same formation here. Cook the lone setback. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Cook. Going to bend it back all the way to the other side, and he's going to run for another 12 yards and a first down. He just looked at the secondary and said, I'm faster than you.
Yeah, it was Mike Jackson on the outside, and I mean, that's what James Cook brings to the table. He starts that run on the left-hand side, uses his elite speed to break it all the way outside on the right-hand side for a pickup of 12. He's up to 183 yards in the game. He's averaging 11.4 a carry.
And that is a new career high for James Cook, who checks out of the game now. Ray Davis checking in. 1st and 10 from the 39. Here's the snap. Takes the handoff, rolling left. fires, and it's complete to Coleman, who's got another first down after he's knocked out of bounds on the near sideline at the 47. So it's a 14-yard pass play on reverse boot action to Coleman.
Yeah, oftentimes they'll run that to the right-hand side there. Josh Allen rolls out to his left, able to get on the perimeter, and he finds Keon coming from right to left across the formation, across the second level of the defense.
Davis stays in the game. Allen going to go under center here. Now drops into the shotgun. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, and Davis to the left of Allen in the backfield. Handoff goes to Davis, jump cuts through a hole, lowers the shoulder, and he's down to the 42-yard line. So a gain of 5 on that play.
First down for Buffalo.
Tackle made by Roseboom, the linebacker. Bring up 2nd and 5 as the clock continues to run. And that's kind of what the Bills want to do at this point, shorten the game, Eric.
Yeah, they want to milk this clock. And right now you got 7:08 left in counting. You got a 23-point lead. They'd be content to just continue to keep this ball on the ground and then take your easy completions and keep this clock rolling.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Davis to the left of Allen in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Davis. Cuts it back and gets close to the first down marker. As he's got, not a great spot there. They only give him 3 yards on the carry. So it's going to be 3rd and 2. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, things are getting even worse for the Panthers' offensive line. Now they're without their right tackle, Taylor Morton, who is ruled out for the rest of this game with a knee injury. That's the Barnes Farm injury report. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
So Yosh Nijman, the likely replacement for him. As the Bills go with a 2 tight end set here on 3rd and 2. Offset eye with Reggie Gilliam in front of James Cook. Here's the snap, and it's a quick hitter to Coleman, who's got the first down on a slant and runs down to the 31-yard line. So it's a 7-yard gain and a first down. Trevin Wallace, the linebacker, made the tackle.
That was a design run play, but Josh sees off coverage on the outside. He hits the look route on the slant to Keon Coleman. That's your answer with a loaded box and off coverage. You sling it out there on the outside to pick up an easy first down. 2 catches on this drive for Keon Coleman. He had been without a catch to this point of the game until this drive.
They'll stay in the 2 tight end set. Cook the lone setback here. 1 receiver to the right. Allen under center on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, hand off to Cook, through another hole, and bowling over defenders as he's got 11 yards and another first down. Trayvon Merrick made the tackle, but Nick Scott got knocked into next week.
I mean, they are coming downhill on this Carolina front, and now we have a injured Panther out there on the field. Trying to see who that is.
It's Trevin Wallace, the linebacker. That would be a rough loss to their lineup. Today's Buffalo Bills radio broadcast brought to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota, let's go places. 5:20 left in the 3rd. Bills up 26-3. This is Buffalo Bills football.
Nice game, Mom. Probably should take a break, huh?
Only if you need one, I'm ready to keep going.
Well, all right. You guys ready over there? We'll serve.
Nobody loves knees and hips more than we do. Well, except maybe your pickleball partner. At Catholic Health, we're leaders in knee and hip replacement and getting you back to doing what you love to do most. Go to chsbuffalo.org/top-rated-ortho to learn more.
Just hearing the word IRS can make people break out in a cold sweat. No one wants to deal with the IRS, and now you don't have to. The good news is Legal Tax Defense has been successfully negotiating with the IRS for more than 15 years. It doesn't matter how much you owe, whether it's $5,000 or $5 million. You deserve the best in the business on your side, and that is Legal Tax Defense. Even if you're working with someone else and just want a second opinion, there is no cost or obligation to call. They can prevent levies, liens, wage garnishments, even file back tax returns. And the best news about Legal Tax Defense is they won't take your case unless they know they will reduce or eliminate your tax debt. Call Legal Tax Defense right now for a free no-risk consultation. 800-979-3168. 800-979-3168. You have nothing to lose, but everything everything to gain. 800-979-3168.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Anderson Water, Power, and Air. Anderson, tap into better living.
By Dan Cha-Cha Injury Attorneys. Don't worry, Cha-Cha's got you.
By Seneca Gaming and Entertainment in Irving. We've got your game.
By Transit Town Jeep Ram, Buffalo's home for Jeep and Ram for 60 years and counting.
And by Crosby's Pizza and Subs. Crosby's hometown fuel, game day ready since 1922.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Bills up big in this one right now with 5:20 remaining, 26-3. You know, Josh Allen said earlier this week to the media, his grandma told him she wants to see him smile more. He's had a lot to smile about today, guys. The Bills will look another smile from Josh Allen and the offense here if they can punch one in. That's the Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. When quality counts, to Stellar Roofing Siding and Windows.
1st and 10 for Buffalo. Offset eye with Cook the deep setback. Allen under center. Here's the snap. Pitch play left. Cook through another hole. 15, 10, 5, and scampers into the end zone for the touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown run by James Cook, his second of the day.
Another pitch play here. We've been running this over and over. There they run it to the left-hand side. James Cook cuts it back across the grain, and he's off to the races. He is having one heck of a day. He up over 200 yards now on the game.
Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. By Ferguson, hold by Wisnowski, kick by Prater is up, and it is good. 4:59 left, and the Bills have blown it open. Thanks to James Cook once again. 33-3 is your score, and I think, Eric, after 214 rushing yards on just 18 carries, can we have him sit on the bench for the rest of the day? So I think he's earned a seat on the bench.
Yeah, he's definitely earned it. He's doing his part today. Give the offensive line credit. There was great blocking out in front of that by the tight ends as well on the play. This Bills offense is clicking in the run game. 232 yards on the ground. Cook averaging 11.9 a carry. He's just the total package right now. He's the total package of vision and pace. He's got incredible speed as he breaks away into that second and third level of the defense. And then he also runs behind his pads in a big way. The blue medical tent is up right now. Deion Dawkins, it looks like, is going in there. Hopefully it's a restroom break and not because of injury.
Yeah, we'll have Sal keep us posted. Meanwhile, on the near sideline here, Trevin Wallace went to the tent, and then one of the Carolina athletic trainers went and got the independent neurological consultant. So
well, I think the two best teams.
I guess we'll find out eventually what that's all about. Prater set to kick this one away. And there it goes up. This one's going to be short. Fielded at the 8 by Etienne. Out to the 25. Cuts it back. Tries to get away from Hancock and does. But the pursuit catches up with him as they stop him at the 29-yard line. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, a Toyota drive time, and that one from James Cook on the touchdown run, ending in 9 plays, 88 yards, 5 minutes, and 12 seconds. That's your Toyota drive time, driven to you by Toyota. The official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. I'm told that is the 7th best rushing performance. This is today in Buffalo Bills franchise history from James Cook.
Yeah, and a career high for him. He already hit that when he got 183. He's got some bonus yardage here. Andy Dalton and the Carolina offense will start at their own 29, 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Looking right, pumps, pressure getting to him again, and it's a fumble. Recovered by Deion Walker, the big fella running the other way, and tackled by Rico Dowdle at the 20-yard line. It's Buffalo football.
Michael Hoyt on the pressure, gets the Dalton in the pocket, rushing off the right-hand side. He's making his presence felt today in his first action in a Bills uniform. We're getting to see the replay now, and it looks like that ball was out before he went back to pull the trigger. Dalton, after the play, was begging to the officials, saying that was a thrown pass. We're seeing the replay again, and it looks like that ball is out before the throw.
Falling out of his hand before his arm really comes forward. So this play on the field, as it's ruled, should be upheld. I find it funny that Craig Rolstad is looking up at the giant scoreboard in the upper deck to review the play.
Yeah, he's confirming his call there. He's confirming it, and they're waving down the Chains crew. This will be Bill's ball at the 19-yard line of the Panthers.
James Cook still in the game as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth, Northwest Bank, for what's next. And the Bills are in the Relax red zone. Relax, we got this. Bills in the offset eye. Allen under center, takes the snap, pitch play left, cuts it inside, and he's down to the 18-yard line. It's a gain of about 2. Bring up 2nd and 8. Derek Brown on the tackle.
Ray Davis going to come into the game at running back. Dalton Kincaid, Shavers, Coleman, and Shakir coming in as well. The Bills are going to line up in 11 personnel here with 3 wide receivers out there.
So 2 receivers to the right with Kincaid in a bunch formation. Coleman on the left. Davis to the left of Allen, the shotgun here on 2nd and 8 with 4 minutes and counting left in the third. Here's the snap. It's a tunnel screen to Shakir. Blockers in front, but they're swarming to the football, and they drop Shakir after a 1-yard gain. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 here at the Carolina 17. Mike Jackson and Nick Scott rallied to the football and made the tackle.
Bills are 4 for 7 on 3rd down here today. You got a 3rd and 7 coming up here. Coming into the game, thought this second level of the Panthers defense was susceptible. I'd like to see Josh take a shot over the middle here.
Samuel and Kincaid on the left, 2 tight ends on the right. And now Samuel in motion left to right. Allen in the shotgun, orbit motion from Samuel, doubles back. He's back to pass, pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, fires over the middle, and it's complete for a 1st down. And making the catch there was Jackson Hawes. So it's going to be 1st and goal Buffalo as they mark him down at the 4. So it's a 13-yard pass play. Allen buying time, stepping up in the pocket.
Yeah, and that's that middle of the field right there we just talked about before the play. These linebackers, especially with the injury to Wallace, they're susceptible there. Let's see if the Bills punch this one in again on the ground.
Yeah, Wallace is their best coverage linebacker, and he's now out of the game. Offset eye, Davis the lone setback, Allen under center. Here's the snap, handoff to Davis. Tried to follow Gilliam through the hole and gets down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal from the 2. As clock continues to run, we're coming up on 2:15 and counting left here in the 3rd quarter. Bills up 33-3 and threatening to add to that total.
Yeah, it's been a dominant performance. This Bills defense has forced 3 turnovers here in the game. And this ground attack by the Bills has punished the Panthers throughout.
Offset eye again here from Buffalo. Pause on the right side of the formation. Receiver to each side. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Davis. Cuts it back. Tries to find a backside hole. And the surge pushes him to the goal line. Is he in? No, they say he's on the half-yard line.
Earlier we saw the Bills sneak it in, and Josh Allen got in easily. I'd expect to see them get on the football and work the QB sneak here.
3rd and goal from the 1. And they're in that formation. Ray Davis right behind Allen. There's the snap. There's the push. And he's over the goal line and in for a 1-yard touchdown on the sneak. And with that touchdown run, Josh Allen has tied Cam Newton for the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback, including playoffs, in NFL history with 77.
It's a good push up there. Both those QB sneaks on the goal line. Josh Allen got in easily. There was a hole on the left side. Carolina's defensive lineman, not smart alignment there by the Panthers.
Bills are lined up for the Catholic Health extra point. Catholic Health, the right way to care. Snap by Ferguson, hold by Wisnowski, kick by Prater is up, and it is good. So with 1:19 left in the third, the Bills have hung a 40 burger on the scoreboard. It is 40-3. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Looking for the #1 Kia dealer in Western New York? Look no further than Northtown Kia during the Kia Fall Savings Event. October's the month to get to Northtown Kia for 0% financing on virtually every model. Visit Northtown Kia on Sheridan Drive in Amherst or online at northtownkia.com.
On approved credit must finance through Kia Finance Program 500. #1 Kia dealer based on January to December 2024 Polk results.
Remember, whatever you're looking for,
you'll find it at Northtown.
Northtown, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
I do pretty much everything on my phone. Shopping, socializing, even banking, which is why I love my Northwest Bank app. It features things like spending alerts to help keep my online purchases in check, security features to lock my debit card if it ever goes missing. Hey, it happens. And my favorite, early pay, which lets me get paid up to 2 days early. Yep, no more waiting till Friday to get paid for me.
For checking with all the digital tools you want, go to northwest.com. Member FDIC, Northwest Bank, for what's next.
Nationwide is so much more than a great insurance company. They're one of America's largest financial services companies. Like how I'm more than just Peyton Manning. I'm also motivating Manning. When I say insurance, you say financial services. Insurance.
Financial services.
Insurance.
Financial services.
Now when I say nationwide, you say is both. Nationwide.
Is both.
Nationwide.
Is both.
For your insurance and financial needs, Nationwide is on your side.
Nationwide Investment Services Corporation, member FINRA, Columbus, Ohio.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Another touchdown for the Buffalo Bills. That puts them at 40 points on the afternoon, thanks to a Toyota drive time of 6 plays, 19 yards, 3 minutes and 22 seconds. It was Josh Allen finishing it off after it was driven to you by Toyota, the official car and truck of the Buffalo Bills. Guys, let's take a look at the NFL scoreboard around the league right now. The Miami Dolphins are really putting it on the Atlanta Falcons. Think about that. Kind of crazy thing about 31-3 Miami is winning. The Baltimore Ravens without Lamar Jackson are now leading the Chicago Bears 16-13. The Bengals have a 31-16 lead over the Jets. San Francisco's climbing back. It's an 8-point game now. The Houston Texans lead them 23-15 over the Niners. New England's all over Cleveland now 30-7. That was 9-7 at halftime. Patriots have a 30-7 lead now over the Browns. The Philadelphia Eagles have a 24-13 lead over the New York Giants.
Kickoff by Prater is fielded by Etienne up to the 25-30, and he's wrapped up on the tackle. As getting to him first was Dorian Williams, and he got a helper there. Let's go down to South.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Didn't mean to step on the kickoff there for you, Chris, but I want to tell everybody that NFL scoreboard is delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable like the Buffalo Bills kind of have been today.
They have been, as it's now 17 points off turnovers. Bills have 3 takeaways on the day. It is their first multi-takeaway game of the season. No other game did they have more than 1 takeaway.
And it's the defensive line getting it done. The constant pressure in the pocket. A.J. Epinesa coming up with the interception, the forced fumbles. This defensive line has been excellent here today.
Pistol look from Carolina on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff to Chuba Hubbard. Gets away from a tackle and driving his legs out to the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. It'll bring up 2nd and 6 as we enter the final minute of play here in the third quarter. A lot of football left.
Yeah, give this Bills defense credit today at the 2nd and 3rd level as well. You got backups at both linebacker spots. Dorian Williams and Shaq Thompson have played great. Jordan Poyer getting his first start of the season. You have Hancock mixing in there on passing downs. It's been a great effort today, making adjustments coming off the bye week.
Dalton in the shotgun here, takes the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming, gets it rid of it, complete to McMillan at midfield. Gets away from a tackler, but he's wrapped up from behind and brought down there by Jordan Poyer. But a big gainer in the pass game there for Carolina. He's down to the 45 as it's a 19-yard pass play.
McMillan's been a bright spot for this Carolina offense. 6th catch of the game, up to 94 yards.
Dalton in the shotgun as Carolina going into the hurry-up. Handoff to Hubbard. Tackled around the ankles by A.J. Epinesa.
This is the end of the third quarter.
That is the last play of the third quarter. Time to make the switch to the fourth quarter. Brought to you by Northwest Bank, the team that brings you expert advice right in your neighborhood. Go to northwest.com. Northwest Bank for what's next. 40-3 Buffalo. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Winter weather will be here before you know it. Is your home ready? Get your next home exterior project done now with no payments until 2027. Take advantage of this limited time financing to protect your home before snow and ice set in. Our team delivers industry-leading craftsmanship, backed by a top-tier warranty and hundreds of 5-star reviews. Get peace of mind before the cold months hit. When quality counts, call 320-7663. Proud partner of the Buffalo Bills.
Hey, Bills fans, Verizon's kicking off big savings, scoring a touchdown with low prices locked in for 3 years guaranteed on my plan. Get a single line for a low price of just $50 a month when you switch and bring your phone on unlimited welcome with auto pay plus taxes and fees. It's a deal that'll have you doing an end zone dance. Don't get flagged for high prices. Huddle up at your local Verizon store today. You'll be tackling savings in no time. Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Buffalo Bills. $20 monthly credit applied over 36 months. In time for congestion, unlimited 5G and 4G LTE may be temporarily slower than other traffic. Domestic data roaming at 2G speeds. Price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate. Additional terms apply. See store for details.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Verizon. Powered by Verizon.
By Tullamore Dew. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
By the New York State Office of Mental Health. Visit bewell.ny.gov for wellness tips to help you manage stress and be well.
By Northtown Hyundai, West New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Shop online at northtownhyundai.com.
And by Dyna Braid Tools. Inspired in Buffalo, built by Wins.
At Kaleida Health, there's no off-season. We train. We fight. We win. We celebrate. Because every day is game day. And here, care runs deep. Learn more about our role as the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills at KaleidaGameDay.com. Kaleida Health, the official healthcare provider of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Energy down here on the Buffalo Bills sideline, as you can imagine, guys. Now they're going to start maybe rotating a couple of the younger guys in, getting guys more time, and that's when you really start to see a lot of these guys really rooting for their teammates. But you've seen it, and now you feel it from the fans as well. Fourth quarter starts with the Bills up big. That is the Stellar Roofing Sideline Report. We'll call it Counts. Choose Stellar Roofing Siding and Windows.
Dalton in the shotgun here on 2nd and 8. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left. Back to pass, fires over the middle, and it's complete right at the first down marker to Coker. Looks like it's good enough to move the sticks. So a 10-yard gain and a new set of downs here for the Panthers. Shaq Thompson on the tackle. We're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Hubbard the lone setback here. Dalton under center. Going to hand this one off over the right side. And he's met in the hole by Jordan Poyer, who got a helper there from Hoyt and Dorian Williams. Gain of 4 on the play.
Obviously, with a 40-3 lead, you feel really good about the way this game played out. But if the Bills can make a team one-dimensional and start fast on offense the way they did, that's going to be the game script moving forward and how they're likely going to win a majority of their games.
Dalton in the shotgun here on 2nd and 6. Takes the snap, 4-man rush. Back to pass, but Hoyt collapsing the pocket again. And he's after him, and he's got him on a second effort for the sack. The Canadian Crusher drops him. And he has been a menace all day today.
He has. We talked in pregame about how excited we were to see him come off suspension and the impact that he could make. And he's made it throughout. He's been in on all of their dime package looks, moving him around all across that defensive front. He's a mismatch inside with his quickness and speed. And on the edge, he's utilized his power to collapse the pocket consistently.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 10 here as the sack. Dalton in the shotgun, blitz coming, pumps, fires, and Ted McMillan falls down as Dalton hits the parabolic microphone dish. That was the sound you heard, and it's incomplete. And there's an injury on the field as well. Brady Christensen The ball may have been tipped out of the pocket there. Hard to see who got a piece of it. But the offensive linemen are dropping like flies today for the Carolina Panthers. That's the third offensive lineman injured.
Yeah, you generally only have 3 guys backing up available for the game. So any more injuries, you likely got to go with a tight end out there at one of your offensive line spots.
Yeah, injured player is right guard Brady Christensen. Yeah, Reimer Home Services for your heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. Get Reimer on the horn today. Call 716-908-6828 or visit reimer.com. 13-13 left. Bills up 40-3. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This season, New Era Cap and Josh Allen are teaming up for a cause that hits close to home and close to the heart. At every Bills home game, Josh wears a one-of-a-kind New Era cap, each one custom designed by a young patient at Oshai Children's Hospital. Every cap is signed by Josh and then auctioned off, with all proceeds benefiting the Patricia Allen Fund to support kids and families in need. Even on the road, the mission doesn't stop. New Era keeps it going strong. To see these incredible designs and learn more, visit neweracap.com/Josh.
You know that expression, put a little spring in your step? Well, whoever said it must have been talking about Glide Step hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Because with Glide Step, you get a pillow-like soft landing, then an explosive takeoff. It makes walking feel effortless. So springy, it's almost like you're floating. And speaking of effortless, have you tried hands-free Skechers slip-ins technology? Just step in, and instantly your shoes are on. No bending down and no touching. Try Glide Step hands-free Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
eBay has reinvented vehicle buying. From click to curb, everything's covered. Ever try to buy a car online and end up in a parking lot with a stranger and some blind trust? That era is over. Now with Secure Purchase, eBay isn't just where you find your car. It's where you buy it, start to finish. Title, financing, registration, delivery, it's all built in. This is the modern way to buy your next ride on eBay. eBay. Things people love. Secure Purchase is powered by Caramel Dealer Services, LLC, an eBay subsidiary.
Hi, I'm Maria, salon owner. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic, made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Driven by your Upstate Honda dealers. For great deals on the entire Honda lineup, visit your Upstate Honda dealer today.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Dalton, back to pass, looking left, and it's complete. Caught for a first down by Xavier Legette for an 11-yard gain on 4th and 10. That'll keep the drive alive here for Carolina. Bills fans in attendance were getting super loud. Not quite like a home game, but pretty close.
Pretty close to it. Probably 35,000, 40,000 Bills fans in attendance today. Impressive showing by Bills Mafia.
Two receivers to the right with the tight end Sanders. McMillan on the left. Dalton in the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 24. Back to pass. Fires. Complete underneath to Sanders, who's wrapped up by Thompson and dropped at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Clock continues to run here as we come up on 12:20 left for a 2nd and 6.
This Bills defensive line's been disruptive today. You got Javon Solomon and A.J. Epinesa out there on the edge right now, getting some younger guys some action here late.
It's a snap to Dalton. It's high, but he hands it off to Hubbard. A big hit in the hole. Hubbard bounces off of it and gets to the first down marker to move the sticks once again.
Carolina came in with the number 3 rushing attack in the NFL, and we talked pregame. If you could get a lead, you could take them out of a two-dimensional offense, and that's exactly what the Bills did here today. 93 yards rushing for the Panthers here.
Dalton going to work from the shotgun here on 1st and 10 from the Buffalo 14. Two receivers left, one to the right. Back to pass. Fires, complete underneath, over the middle to the tight end Sanders. Legette on the reception there. He's down to the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Bring up 3rd and 5. Carolina can get a first down if they get to the 4-yard line. So not goal to go yet. 2nd and 4 here. Bunch formation right. McMillan on the left by himself. Here's the snap. Dalton looking left. Quick slant to McMillan. And he's tackled by Bishop and Benford. And he's got the first down. So it's 1st and goal from the 3.
McMillan's got a ton of size on the outside. You think maybe back shoulder throw there. He goes on a slant. He's able to get separation to pick up the first.
Dalton from the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Here's the snap. Handoff to Hubbard through a hole. Reaches for the goal line, and he is in for a 3-yard touchdown run with 10:33 left. First touchdown of the game given up by Buffalo.
Pretty conservative there on that last defensive series by Buffalo. You got some backups playing across the front, and then, of course, you come into the game with your 2 backup linebackers. Just a lot of soft zone shell there. Make them milk the clock on their way to scoring there. That Carolina drive took 5:16 off the clock.
Yeah, you're trading points for time on the clock, essentially, at this juncture of the game. Up 40-9 with an extra point pending for Carolina.
Catch on this drive. Bring up a 2nd down.
Chris Brown, Eric Wood coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for What's Next. So Fitzgerald on for the extra point attempt. Here's the snap. Hold is down. Kick by Fitzgerald is up. And it's no good. He's missed a field goal and an extra point today. Fitzgerald struggling along with the rest of the team as the score remains 40-9 with 10:33 left in favor of Buffalo. This is Buffalo Bills football.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Delta Sonic Car Wash. It started out with a kiss.
By Northtown Hyundai, West New York's premier Hyundai dealership. Shop online at northtownhyundai.com.
By Catalyst Fitness. Activate your life in 30 minutes.
By Mike Burney Nissan. Awesome cars, great dealership, lousy jingle.
And by T-Mark Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical. The official residential HVAC company of the Buffalo Bills and Buffalo Sabres.
Hi, I'm Jim Kelly. The choices that you have here in Buffalo are numerous. ECMC is at the top of the list. It's the caregivers. I remember when I was at ECMC, my first bout with cancer, I saw what they did for others. And it just didn't hit me. My wife, she continued to say she could trust the people that were there. ECMC, without a doubt, is one of the main reasons I stayed in Buffalo. My choice? Better health. ECMC.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
10:33 left, and the Bills pretty much have put this one in the bag as they are going to bring an end to their 2-game losing streak with a convincing victory here, but they've got some time to kill. And they will be getting the ball back after the first touchdown drive by the Panthers. This one skitters along the ground. Samuel picks it up at the 4 to the 20 and is spun around and gets out to the 26-yard line. There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, they're going to get Sam Franklin, number 28, on the hold for the Bills. So this one's going to back them up inside their own 20.
During the return, holding receiving team number 28.
It's a 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. First down.
And Mitchell Trubisky is going to check into the game at quarterback as well. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, the official injury update on Brady Christensen, the guard for the Carolina Panthers, is doubtful with an ankle injury. Doubtful with an ankle injury. That's the Barnes Firm Injury Report. Brought to you by the Barnes Firm. Injured for help, call 1-800-8-MILLION.
Yeah, they brought the card out quick for Christensen, so not surprised that he is doubtful to return. Trubisky under center now with 10:28 left to play. Takes the snap, pitch to the right to Davis, tries to cut it back up inside, and there's nothing doing there as he is stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
We've got another injured Panther down on the field.
And is that Derek Brown?
Looks like it's Derek Brown.
That's not
Derek
one
Brown's been having a heck of a season this year, commanding that front of the Carolina Panthers defensive line. He's able to get up and walk off under his own power, which is good news for them. Bills on the offensive line right now. You got Cedric Van Pran Granger in at center. At left guard, you got Alec Anderson, and at left tackle, you got Ryan Vandermark.
So Josh Allen finishes today 12 of 19 for 163 and a passing touchdown. Also rushed for 2 touchdowns, Eric. What do we think of the passing game here today?
It just didn't seem like it was in sync, especially the downfield passing game. Now, they did a great job getting yards after the catch on some of the screens and the long Shakir catch and run. But other than that, just not making the plays down the field on a consistent basis.
Trubisky in the shotgun here on 2nd and 10. Davis to his left. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Davis. Going to work his way through traffic. And he gets out to the 19-yard line, so a 3-yard gain. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 7 here as the clock will continue to run. Claudin Cherilus on the tackle as the Panthers have some backups in as well.
Yeah, we mentioned that passing game, and moving forward, you know, we were wondering how they would utilize Keon Coleman today. He had 2 catches on the game for 22 yards, hit him on a quick slant route, and also had a catch across the middle of the field on the play-action rollout. They did move him around a little bit more, saw a few reps of him in the slot today.
Trubisky in the shotgun. Ty Johnson flared out to the right in the backfield. 3 receivers left. Tight end Hawes to the right, and they're going to get called for delay of game.
First charge timeout. It's Buffalo. This is a 30-second timeout.
Fortunately, timeout called on the sideline by Sean McDermott to avoid a delay of game penalty. And this team timeout is brought to you by Kaleida Health, here to get Western New Yorkers back in the game. 8:52 left, and James Cook's day is done as well. And he has a career single game high of 216 yards. And that is good for the 6th highest in Bills history. He passed a 1990 single-game rushing performance by Hall of Famer Thurman Thomas when he had 214 yards against the Jets. Trubisky in the shotgun here on 3rd and 7. 3 receivers left. Hawes on the right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking over the middle. Fires. And it's caught and complete for a first down to Elijah Moore. They're going to mark him out at the 33-yard line. So it's a 14-yard pickup and a first down.
Excellent job by Elijah Moore, working the middle of the field, man-to-man coverage, outstretched arms, makes that catch, all hands, and then secures it to the ground to pick up the first down for the Bills. 8 minutes and 23 seconds and counting left in this one.
Trubisky going to go under center here. Ty Johnson, the lone setback. Receiver to each side. Gilliam and Hawes on the wings. Here's the snap. Pitch play right to Johnson. Lowers the shoulder, driving his legs, and gets out to the 36 for a gain of 3. As we dip under 8 minutes left, Roseboom on the tackle.
I'm not sure why, but Spencer Brown flipped the left tackle on that play. Ryan Vandermark on the right side, potentially putting Vandermark at the point of attack so that you hope that Spencer Brown wouldn't get his legs rolled up on if the ball carrier got tackled into him. We'll see if they keep flipping him there. I haven't seen the Bills do that very often, if ever.
Johnson, the lone setback here as Trubisky goes under center. Receiver to each side. 2nd and 7, fakes the handoff, rolling to his left, pressure coming, and he hits Coleman on a drag route at the 45-yard line for another first down. And I got to tell you, Eric, Mitchell Trubisky probably had his most impressive training camp and preseason that I've seen in a Bills uniform.
Yeah, he seemed to have just a little bit more twitch to him this year than we saw in the preseason last year. Comes out of North Carolina, drafted 2nd overall, and had a great mobility aspect of his game, and we saw more of that this year from him in the preseason.
Also worked on his throwing mechanics, incorporating his hip more into his throwing motion. His arm has looked livelier. He's under center here on 1st and 10. Pitch play right to Davis. Got Gilliam leading him up through the hole. Gets up over the 45 to the 46. It's a gain of 1. And that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Trayvon Merrick on the tackle as we're coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next.
Bills don't mind that they're giving it away right now, but that's what it appears that's what they're doing with Spencer Brown and Ryan Vandermark, putting Spencer Brown on the backside of plays here. If you're Carolina's defense, you're likely keying in on that at this point, but Bills not concerned about that. They'll take the risk away from Spencer Brown, hopefully.
Bunch formation right. Coleman by himself on the left. Here's the snap. Another handoff to Davis, who's caught in the backfield, and he's going to get dropped for a loss. Let's go down the sidelines to Sal.
Yeah, guys, down here, guys, congratulating James Cook on his big day. You think about, put it in historical perspective what he did. 216 yards rushing, as you said, Chris, the 6th best day in franchise history. I mean, it's the best day in 42 years. 1976 or however, what is that? 40, almost 40 years, over 50, almost 50 years. Sorry about that. So 48 years, sorry, but that's crazy to think about, like how good of a day James Cook had down here.
Yeah, because you're talking about O.J. Simpson, who's got 4 of the top 5, and Cookie Gilchrist has the other. Shotgun snap to Trubisky, throws left sideline. It's a little high for Jackson Hawes, incomplete. And the punt unit will have to come on here for Buffalo as there's a little extra jaw-jacking between Spencer Brown and Princey Umanmielen. And Spencer basically says, seriously?
Yeah, he trapped him.
It's 40-9, bro.
And he trapped him to the ground, and he didn't take kindly to that.
So Wisnowski on to punt this one away for Buffalo. Trevor Etienne back to return for Carolina. The snap. Kick is away. It's an end-over-end kick. Fielded at the 12. And getting him from behind is Jordan Hancock and Sam Franklin on the front side of the play. 45-yard punt. Minimal return. And Eric, you mentioned it, but these are valuable reps from some of the younger players, particularly Hairston and Hancock in the secondary.
Yeah, it's great to get them some work out there, get them back into game shape, and get used to the physicality of the game again. And you got Harrison out there, you got Jordan Hancock on the back end of the defense, Cam Lewis and Trey White out there as well.
Dalton under center on 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Dowdle, who's gobbled up there and dropped a yard past the line of scrimmage. And Ogunjobi was the first one in on the tackle there.
Jamarcus Ingram playing in the slot. Joe Andreessen now in the game, filling in for Shaq Thompson. And they've left Dorian Williams in the game. Terrell Bernard, the other backup linebacker. We mentioned early on that this was not him getting benched. He's just out there in case of emergency.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Dalton in the shotgun with Dowdle to his left in the backfield on 2nd and 8. Back to pass, 4-man rush. Pocket collapsing. Dalton tries to get out of there, but he's sacked by A.J. Epinesa. Deion Walker provided the pressure. It flushed Dalton out of the pocket, and A.J. Epinesa finished him off on what has been a banner day for Buffalo's defensive line.
7th sack on the day. And you talk about the new guys that came off the suspension in Hoyt and Ogunjobi. Those guys have made a difference. A.J. Epinesa playing his best game of the season as well. They've been a force up front.
And now they've kicked Hoyt inside. Javon Solomon on the edge with Epinesa on the other side. Dalton back to pass. Pocket collapsing, gets rid of the football. It's complete to Sanders, who squirts away from 2 tackles and fights his way up the field, but he's going to be short of the first down marker. And they're going to pull the punt unit on deep in their own territory here, as it's going to be 4th and about 4 at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, clock stopped right now at 3:26. Bill's going to keep this ball on the ground likely the rest of the game and try and churn out this last bit of game time.
This stadium's already half empty.
Yeah, and the half that's here, all in red, white, and blue.
So Martin back to punt this one away. Coleman deep to return. Or sorry, it is Shakir. I saw the 0. It's Shakir deep to return. And he signals for the fair catch at the 26-yard line. 48-yard punt, no return. As Trubisky will bring the offense back out for Buffalo. Cedric Van Pran Granger, Alec Anderson, and Ryan Vandermark getting some work on the offensive line. 407 yards of offense for the Bills here today. They came in to this game 3rd in the NFL in yards per game at 378. So that average going up. It's been a very efficient day for this Bills offense. And although the passing game didn't wow us at all today, they haven't needed it, especially here in the second half. And the preparations will begin in earnest for the big home game next week. The first home game in a month for Buffalo. Here's the snap. Pitch to the left side to Ty Johnson. And here in the fourth quarter, the Carolina Panthers have finally corrected their defense to stop the pitch play. Roseboom drops him for no gain. A little too late. It's always interesting to me to see each and every week what the feature run plays are going to be for the Bills. They're very multiple. Joe Brady's got a Rolodex of different run plays, but then they'll feature different ones each week. This week, obviously, leaning heavily into the pitch plays. Strength of this Panthers defense on that interior, they've really tested the perimeter of the Panthers defense. Trubisky going to go under center here, I formation, and now Hawes comes up to the line of scrimmage. Ty Johnson, the lone setback, takes the handoff, cuts it back, and gets out to the 30-yard line. So it's a gain of 4 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. You mentioned the matchup against Kansas City. Start off the season 0-2. Kansas City now at 4-3 on the season. They've been playing some really good football, especially on the offensive side of the ball. They've come alive with Rashee Rice coming back, Xavier Worthy coming off of injury. They've been dynamic. Patrick Mahomes, the favorite right now to win league MVP. And they play on Monday night. So they will be coming off a short week as well before they travel up to Buffalo. It's the 2-minute warning. Bills are up 40-9. It's the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
This Buffalo Bills broadcast is being brought to you by Northwest Bank. For what's next, get started at northwest.com.
By Skyworks Equipment Rental, building America from the ground up.
Powered by Verizon, the official 5G partner of the Buffalo Bills.
By Miller Lite. It's Miller time, Bills fans.
By FanDuel, an official sports betting partner of the NFL.
And by Dr. Todd Shatkin and the Aesthetic Associate Center, a world-leading expert in mini dental implants and cosmetic surgery.
Dear Bills Mafia, for the ultimate tailgate, check out Toyota trucks. Because when the grilling's done, Toyota takes adventure into overtime. Tacoma's as tough as they come. And the rugged Tundra wins big when the game's on the line. It's an all-pro lineup you'll root for every mile. Huddle up and find yours at Toyota.com today. Go Bills! Toyota, the official car, truck, and SUV of the Buffalo Bills. Toyota. Let's go places.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Maybe turn them into paper airplanes headed to See Ya Never AT&T and T-Mobile. Jokes aside, the best 5G network has you covered with the most ways to save on plans, streaming, and phone deals. So bring in your bill to your local Verizon store and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metrics Root Score Report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person reviewing the deal. deal. Additional terms apply.
Sal Capaccio here from my friends at Northtown Automotive. Northtown is growing with 3 new state-of-the-art dealerships. Experience the brand new Northtown Volkswagen now open in Amherst, or step into luxury at the all-new Genesis of Buffalo on Main Street in Williamsville. And coming later this year, their second Northtown Subaru dealership in the Cheektowaga, Lancaster area. 3 new reasons to choose Northtown. Find whatever you're looking for anytime at northtownauto.com. Northtown Automotive, the official dealership of the Buffalo Bills.
This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
As this game winds down, so are others around the NFL. A couple blowouts going on in other cities. Miami Dolphins have a 34-10 lead over the Atlanta Falcons. Houston has a 26-15 lead over the San Francisco 49ers. New England, the Patriots put it on the Browns today, 32-13 with 4 minutes left. The Philadelphia Eagles have a 38-20 lead over the New York Giants. And how about this game, guys? 38-32. Bengals lead Jets. 5 minutes left in that contest. That's your NFL scoreboard delivered to you by the UPS store. Be unstoppable.
Coming to you live from the Northwest Bank broadcast booth. Northwest Bank for what's next. Trubisky in the shotgun runs a tunnel screen to Elijah Moore, and he dropped the football. It's incomplete.
Looked like there was space out in front of him. He's looking down the field before securing that catch. So now the Bills are going to be forced to punt this one away with 1:57 left. If they were able to get the first after the run after the catch there, they could have put a knee on this one.
So Wisnowski back to punt this one away. Trevor Etienne deep to return for the Panthers. And the Bills bringing in extra protectors as it looks like Carolina was going to go after the punt, but they back off. Long driven ball all the way back to the 16. Etienne gets away from Sam Franklin, but he's wrapped up and dropped by Cam Lewis. 54-yard punt, 5-yard return. Good punt coverage today by the Bills.
Yeah, they've been sound on special teams today. You had the one blunder on the missed extra point, but other than that,
we've given up the run game.
It's been a sound effort by the special teams, and I guess Prater also put a couple of those kicks a yard deep in the end zone, which he was obviously disappointed himself, giving the Panthers the ball at the 35 on both of those into the end zone. But solid, sound overall effort here by this Bills team.
Entering the game, the Bills were the Panthers were one of 5 undefeated teams at home left this season, and they're going to fall by the wayside. Here's a handoff, and coming over the left side there was Etienne. Flags fly as there's some extracurricular activity after the play.
Hoyt was giving somebody the business down there, and as he was doing that, he flops hard at the end of the play as the Panthers retaliated. Hoyt getting in their head a little bit down there.
Tackles in the burst. That one cut and burst.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Buffalo Bills Radio Network.
Sports Radio 550 WGR Buffalo. WKSE HD2 Niagara Falls, Buffalo. 98.5 FM.
An Odyssey sports station.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 55. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, Hoyt's the one that ends up getting stuck with the penalty.
He tried to flop, and I thought that generally it's the second guy that gets caught. Unfortunately for Hoyt, they got him, as I said, given the business before that.
1:38 left, 1st and 10 at the Carolina 43 for the Panthers. 2 tight end set, Dalton under center. Etienne, the lone setback. He's going to take the handoff and cuts back after Cam Lewis came flying up to fill the gap. And he will get 2 on that carry. Out to the 45, bring up 2nd and 8. As we come up on 1:20 left and counting here for the Panthers to run out the remaining clock. As the Bills will avoid a 3-game losing streak. Josh Allen has never had a 3-game losing streak in his career, and that will live on.
Yeah, Sean McDermott's going to also improve to 9-0 after the bye week. Just a testament to how he gets his teams refreshed, rested, but then also prepared coming out of the bye week.
Here's the snap, handoff to Etienne, cuts it back, and he's out past the first down marker for a fresh set of downs after a gain of 10 on the play. Joe Andreessen on the stop. And there might be one, maybe two more plays here before we are done with triple zeros on the clock. Dalton under center. Handoff to Etienne. Cuts it outside. And he can't get the corner as Jamarcus Ingram makes the tackle as he properly sets the edge. And that will do it. The final 10 seconds will tick off as the Bills come out of the bye with a convincing 31-point victory over the Carolina Panthers. They end the Panthers' 3-game winning streak and put an end to their own 2-game losing streak. And they rode James Cook early, and boy, did he have no problem carrying this Bills offense.
Yeah, ends up with 2 touchdowns, 11.4 yards per carry, 216 yards on 19 carries. Great job by him, and great job by that offensive line up front.
Let's go down to the field to Sal.
Okay, guys, I'm standing here with Bills defensive end Michael Hoyt. Welcome back. That's a big way to welcome back into this defense. How'd you feel out there joining a team that held the Panthers to 9 points?
Yeah, I mean, fresh legs do a lot.